other things. Also, I'm going to start the stream, so get ready for that.
Okay.
Ha ha ha! So if you're
Hello.
here currently
Hello.
watching,
Okay,
you're
you hear me. Yay.
yes. And if you're currently here listening in and watching the stream, I'm sorry, but I have technical difficulties you'll have to deal with. This is America and it happens.
This is America.
Don't let it catch you slipping now. Don't let it catch you slipping. I also made us a map in like 10 minutes for us to use.
Oh, okay.
All right. Guess who is working on the notes because he totally remembered to do them on time.
What? You really? The note taker.
Well, the summarized notes, so I'm not just speaking out of my ass.
Happy that you're in your new place, though.
I mean, I always am, but make it sound like it's not farts coming from my butt.
Yeah, like we're
I
some
mean,
sort of professional
just coming
outlet
from
here.
the other end.
Is it really just us two? Gosh darn it.
So far.
I hope at least Scarf can come.
He should be able to. He was just on 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, right?
Well, you never know. You never know. Alright, I'm gonna double check all my settings. If you guys could say a full sentence, that'd be appreciated.
A full sentence. That would be appreciated.
We would normally do 30
You know what?
minutes.
I'm not going to stoop to such lows like zero over there. Wow. Unacceptable.
Alright, using your full sentence to make insults, that's perfectly fine too. You haven't broken the system, you've just joined it in a different way.
I'm just doing what I was asked to.
Alright,
Hmm.
darn it.
Yeah. Insight check.
Scarf, you better have
Natural
something
35.
to say. Are you rolling a 35-sided die?
I really think of to go over,
It's a very difficult die to read, I bet.
just, I guess, how I send them.
Alright, hold up a second now.
So, like, what I'll do...
Can you hear me?
See this chain.
Yes, sir, I can.
You can definitely hear me.
All of the shows
Yep.
from
That means you can probably hear this.
If you look through all the way back to the start and see,
Yes, my sound effects are working.
highlight everything,
Oh, I love how they were all like overlapping each other.
properly. I would just highlight everything, copy it, and literally just paste it into an email like this. That's how I do it. You could also
So, I'm just gonna leave my mic on for a second.
out of that instead and just send that as an attachment.
Can you hear my brother in the background?
Kind of like this way better.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, we can hear him.
Track and see how things have,
He's training his replacement. Hi, Bender.
their velocity of the ticket sales over each hour or so.
He's just giving me this grump look.
Really,
I've given him 5 walks today, all of them short, and he's giving me grumpy looks. Like I'm the punk.
updating this, so like if I was doing this right now,
He's just like, take me on another walk.
It's drizzling outside, so I'm angry, but I also want to go outside, so let's go.
but yeah, so he will want these for Patton probably
Alright,
the
come
first
on.
15 minutes after it
This
goes on
is
sale,
upsetting
and then
that
every
my
hour
teammates are letting me
thereafter.
down like this.
And like I've told Rachel, just with so many moving parts, and especially because I think Patton is several different.
Okay, we got one of our players doing a
he might
reset,
have some
and there's a
weaknesses that
very
just
good
are not-
chance
they can't
Borbus
set up all
Belly
the
Up isn't going to
accounts
show
and
up.
just not getting back to you at a timely manner and like not
Based on what you've said, or just not seeing him at all?
That's
No,
Well,
this
I see he's on his
you
phone.
don't absolutely need
He
an updated count on every
is
single
not going to be
hour.
joining us in the
The
future.
first few hours are extremely important
Okay.
because
Yeah.
if things start
Oh,
going
okay,
out
cool.
super early,
Um,
and add a second
I'm getting some mixed signals here.
Well, here's the thing. He messaged me the other day saying he was like getting burnt out. He was going to quit, and I said, "That's totally fine. You can do that. But if you could be here for this last session, like, just because otherwise it's 3 people, and I really would have to rebalance this thing.
Yeah.
And plus, it makes more sense story-wise for him to disappear after this session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll appreciate the heads up.
If you have
Yeah. Well, I just want him to naturally leave at the end of it, and then I'd be like, and that's him leaving for real. So have issues with separation anxiety because of that.
at the end of the day, they're yeah, what?
Holy shit, there are 3 people watching me fail right now. Thanks, guys, for sticking around to watch me wobble around and wait for 2 people to show up. Today's the day, though, that we get out of the abyss, which I'm very excited about. It's only taken us how many months now?
100%.
I'm trying to think.
Basically, I would say,
And by think, I mean I'm just going to scroll up to the top of our chat.
Make sure you just have verbal or written confirmation from everyone by end of day tomorrow that they'll be
Hey, Scarf.
So that way, even if they do,
Oh, hey, Scarf.
like, fuck you over and don't send you too early on, like, you can show Joanna or Skippy and Nick, like, yo, like, they said that they would send them, I'm doing everything
Wow.
right, I'm continuing to follow up. Like, so much of this job is just covering your own ass.
It's like shocking how much backlog this thing
But
collects.
yeah, here, let's take a look.
Okay, we started December 3rd of 2020.
At
So, I guess it only took us about 7 months to get out.
comedy with Levitt and,
I don't know if that's
Not
fast
bad.
or slow.
should be super easy for the most part. 'Cause
Oh. Scarf, our mute child with us.
Okay.
We're happy to have him. What's my 4th favorite color? Let's see. My first is brown, because if I wear a shirt like that, it looks good with my eyes. Then I like blue, because I love the ocean. Then I really love seafoam green, because I also love shallow oceans, and it reminds me of coral reef. And then after that, I really like red, both in terms of hair color and in terms of the paint itself. It's a lot of fun. Plus, we're about to be doing a whole, like, story arc with our one-shots that have to do with volcano islands, and, yeah. It's a volcano island for a reason. I like volcanoes and lava and fire because I am still a child.
I mean, who
Let
doesn't
me
like
play
those?
ball.
As long as tomorrow, like,
Cast it on self.
Hopefully I won't have to do that again.
Oh great! I floated the idea for the game on Wednesday where like there's already a god on the island and we need to like take control, and everyone's like, "All right, I guess we're killing him." I'm like, "Great." Hey, Boris, what's
Plot
up?
twist, it's actually Garfield.
Yo. All right, today is pretty much just gonna be.
Ah, crap. We have Garfield.
Oh no.
Garfield's in the chat. Oh no. Thank you very much, Borbus, for coming out with us.
But yes,
Just to escape the Underdark. It's going to mostly be a fight to the death, and then we'll talk afterwards about what happens next. So thank you for joining us for the fight.
just make sure to, like,
Ah, yes. Today I have planned death for my PCs. Please join us on twitch.tv/BenderButt, where you can see my player's Zava. I'm just joking.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
We did it!
Yeah. You will also occasionally hear dumb sound effects, like I'm a radio show host. I especially like using this one. And I'm going to try and use rolled dice more often when I ask for skill checks. So, and also whenever a drow dies, because drow are babies. That they die screaming like babies. Alrighty. Okay, so professional note taker, could you please do the recap?
so we'll figure that out later.
Wow, you asked me just as I finished the notes.
Fantastic.
Oh my
Let's hope we
god.
plan this out.
He's been making up the notes the entire time.
Yeah, so last time in the Feywild,
Continue.
Alright.
Feywild, I'm interested.
Last time in the Underdark, which I called the Feywild for some reason, we had a showdown with Zuggtmoy. And Borbus and Wells were both afflicted with madness at the start, right after we killed Philo. And then we headed on over, and Wells gave a welcome greeting of 4 Eldritch Blasts to the face of a servant. And then there's this black tar pit, which Borbus cleared easily. Wells fell into it, Scarf climbed around it, and Bazero firebolted it. Then we pissed off Zuggtmoy and started initiative. So Scarf snuck around the top, doing some damage to some things up there. Bunch of servants rise from the black tar pit, which Borbus, Wells, and Bazero start slaying. And it becomes overwhelming to the point where Bazero, almost at death's door, decides to go out in his own terms. And he fireballs Casted Center on self. He does 510 damage to Zuggtmoy, killing her, and, because he killed some creatures, revived himself with some necromantic powers. And happy that we killed her.
Real
Yeah?
quick, just to clarify here, the reason she died when he did that is because she was taking damage every time they attacked the black ooze, or any creature that was made up of her black ooze, which is essentially her decay spirit. And I used her full health and everything, and they still managed to do it.
Yeah, so then the companion we came here to save, Stool, we rescued him last session, but he was too far gone with the corruption, so when Zuggtmoy died, he perished as well, dying in our arms. But we were able to gain this magic item infused with both Stool's soul, along with a few souls of those corrupted by Zuggtmoy, and a piece of hers as well. So there's a risk that using this item might backfire. And with her death, then some of the ceiling collapsed and leading us a path to the surface, letting us escape from out of the Underdark. However, as we're about to leave, we see these drow catch up with us, wanting to enslave us and throw us back in our jail cell. And that's where we left off last session.
Alrighty, I'm just a little confused why it looks like this, so just give me a quick second.
The floor is... Everybody run. Go.
Oh, now I understand. It's because you guys did a bunch of drawing on the table. That's why I can't get rid of this thing.
No! You deleted Borbus!
Oh, one way to go.
Alright, so just as we were finishing up all of our morning going on, Borbus, welcome back.
For a moment there, it was like I suddenly didn't exist anymore.
Everyone had just gotten their long rest and got up to level 7, so everyone's character is level 7, right?
Correct.
Alrighty. In that case, a few of you did get shot. One of the drow shot himself like an idiot and is now unconscious. And they've shouted back to Ilvara, who stands in the background, ready to charge forward at you. I think I need Borbus to roll initiative again, or you just use what you had last time.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh!
He's ready to go.
That's my best natural 20 impression. What? Someone else rolled a natural 20?
You're not
It's not
alone.
my day.
It's cap minus
Holy shit, how many are there?
Don't worry, the elite troops aren't going to show up for
the ones that I pull from
one round.
opens just to make my job a little easier.
I should have blanked him out, but you know what? I'm a lazy DM. And in case it's not clear, you need to get up to this light up here. I'm going to circle it with a real color, just to make it easier.
Any marginal thing that can help you even by a few seconds will add up over time.
Wow, did you
Could you
just...
use a fake color instead?
Yeah, you discriminate against all the other colors?
Here we go. I'm just going to keep putting colors on here until I don't hear any more complaints.
These are going to be system.
Complain.
This is what we're doing for the next 5 minutes.
You need to go through all... Hold on.
And by that I mean get to work killing these things. Actually,
Excuse me, you need to go through all 16
Actually, it's
million.
you want the Drow's turn first, so technically it's your turn.
technically.
Unless we just want to skip their turn and then, you know.
No, no, no. Bozero, that sounds like a perfect plan. So you're about to get shot for having such a great plan.
Yeah, worth it.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Con save, please.
I'm safe. I don't know.
Good old poison.
Alrighty.
14.
No poison for you. Drow Man is going to stay back in his cover. Borbus. Freedom awaits, and Drow chase.
Hold on.
That's how you get holds, yes.
Does anyone need spell slots?
No, it's all good.
I mean,
does anyone
need spell slots?
Since we just started, not yet. But I will eventually.
Is anyone bad at hitting things? Remember, the Borbus Hitting Things course has now a 50% discount if you bring a friend.
I think this is actually the exact same format, but let's see. Yeah, it is.
That sounds interesting.
A little bit bigger and more complicated.
Great! I hand Wells a coupon to Borbus's Academy, and this coupon allows you for the next 10 minutes to roll an extra D3 on your attack rolls. What? I don't understand why it's a D3, but there you go. You get a D3, and you can add that to your attack rolls. Wait, hold on, actually. Yes. Or ability checks. Yeah.
All right. Excellent coupon.
Borbus is nothing. I am everything. No, I don't know the phrase, but basically what I'm trying to say is I am a generous giver. No, that's not right. Whatever. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? All right. And then I walk over here, and I stop just shy of the drow, and go, you're a little far away. And then, pulling out my greatsword with my extremely long arms, from 10 feet away, I stabbed this puny drow. Or
Alright.
not with advantage. Well, actually, no, reckless. So 18 to hit.
18 is definitely a hit. Roll damage.
Dealing 23 damage.
Okay, the drow is sliced in half using the momentum of your very long arms to cut all the way through him.
Well, now what do I do? I guess I just kind of look and go, no, I wanted a better fight, and then go into a rage. Well, I was already in a rage, but a pixie appears. It's a small flump.
He
and
continues
that
to rage
flump,
harder.
Explodes right here, and I need both of them to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, darn, alrighty. They are doing it right on now. Left and right. Here we go. They both fail, I'm guessing?
Yeah, and they both take 5 explosion damage. Force damage. There you go.
Alrighty.
And then I end my turn.
Okay, great. Wells, you are up. But you do hear the footsteps of Ilvara coming. Remember, she's only a turn away. You are muted, Wells, if you're talking.
Oh, thank you for the reminder.
No worries.
It's just me talking to myself, no big deal. All right, so then I will Eldritch Blast the 2 guys who just got flumped.
Alrighty.
Assuming I can find my character sheet. Hey, there it is.
It should be, I think, pretty straightforward for the most part.
All right, so I'm guessing I should add a D3, so I'll just roll a D6 and divide it by 2.
Yep, no problem.
Okie dokie.
See you later.
So a 14 and an 18 to hit.
Okay, the 18 does hit.
All right. Damage for that is ignore the spirit shroud. That's just two 2 damage. And
Okay.
he's pushed back 10 feet.
10 feet as he goes flying backwards in a panic. He wakes up. He's like, "What? What was that? Did someone give me a love tap?"
Did the first one hit?
The first one missed.
No.
You can roll a d3 for that first one.
I did.
Oh,
I missed.
Yes.
okay, got it.
It's perfectly fine. All right. Anything else for you, Wells?
And that, let's see, if they're chasing us, I will step back a few feet, but not super far. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Bo Zero, you're up.
Okay.
Wow, the drow rolled so low.
And here I just need to do a few calculations. Just
Few miscalculations. He's doing math. He's doing math now. Gotta do it crass. I don't know why crass. I like that word, but I don't get to use it very often.
all right. At that location there, come on, pop up. Cast fireball.
Okay. Classic move.
Yeah. Wait, not centered on yourself?
No, let me just, destroy myself and the kid next to me. Sure.
I mean, it seems pretty reasonable. It worked well once before, so therefore it must work well again.
Best news is, if you kill him, you get health back.
Exactly.
And luckily for you, dex saves are unnecessary as that explosion of fire causes all 3 of them to burn away and die.
Yay! All right, and then I'm gonna back up or use my movement, so I can get to about there and then end my turn.
Alrighty. They're not here, they're not here. Scarf, there's no one technically on the battlefield right now. I know that doesn't give you many options, I'm sorry.
I mean, hey, kiddo, it's okay. You can shoot me.
That would keep his rage up, technically.
My rage is already continued because I attacked a drow, but
Ah, true.
you can shoot me.
I mean, you could prepare an attack, Scarf. I mean, that's something you could do.
Ooh, that sounds cool. It's like a double attack.
Laser noises. I have this weird feeling like I should give them more drow.
So he's asking
Oh, by the way, remember those elite soldiers, right? But each of them is actually holding a battalion of drow.
A whole battalion.
Oh, man. It's like this foolish samurai wielding the ancient sword of blah blah blah, who's wielding a foolish samurai. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so Scarf gave Borbus a cookie.
I mean, I really should be laying off the sweets, but then again, this one does have extra chocolate chips.
Ooh, extra.
Where did you find chocolate down in the Underdark?
Wait, is that actually chocolate?
I smell it. Yep, smells like chocolate.
It's a secret chocolate.
Okay,
3 HP.
in order to make sure that they aren't wiped out by a fireball before they can even get to you, they appear out of the mist that is formed from all the collapsing debris. Oh look, turns out they're really actually much closer than we expected. Oh no!
Oh no!
And coming out of the mist, at first is a few of the Drow elite warriors. You remember them from your days back in Vulcanvelve. These guys are tough, heavily armored, and with blades coated in poison. They eye you with a mixture of frustration, hate, and a sense of joy almost for what's to come next. Behind them steps Ilvara, just as tall and menacing as before, her white hair flowing nearly to the bottom of her gown. She scowls in anger. Uh, her rod of whipping, which has her tentacle rod, that's it, raised high.
Kinky.
It's nice of you to buff yourselves up, boys. You'll sell for an even better price. After I've had a few weeks of fun cutting you to pieces. And she motions for her crew to charge. Borbus, you're up first.
I go, I'm afraid I cannot give you, wait, hold on, actually, I should not say the catch line just yet. Question, would it be easier to cut down this mushroom, or to rip it straight out of the ground?
Ooh, good question. Probably rip it straight out of the ground, since the ground has been so badly decayed.
Oh, sweet, okay, I would like to rip the mushroom out of the ground.
Okay. And Scar, if you're hidden somewhere else, you're gonna be fine. You're hidden in the debris that's fallen down. He's just taking out a big tree for fun, like he's the Hulk. Alright, I do need a strength check, though, from you.
As I'm raging, I get advantage! 11.
I was really going for a 13 with that, I'm sorry.
Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
He's checking
Hold
stuff. He's checking numbers. We're checking Oh, hey, I just realized my character animator isn't basing its mouth movement on my camera. Just son of a bitch! What microphone are you using?
Okay, never mind. Does that count as an attack roll? Because if so, I'll do it again.
Hello. Sorry, say that one more time.
Or you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'll do this. I send my flump, which is technically it can like go through objects because it's like a summon. It's like a spirit. It's like not tangible.
Okay.
So can I send it underneath the mushroom and then have it explode there so I can rip up the mushroom? Because that's a bonus action to make the flump explode.
Yes. I will let that work.
Okay. I send my cute little pixie to go die underneath the mushroom, and it dive bombs into the root structure and explodes.
I almost picture it more like you summon it, grab it by the back of the head, and just shove it under the dirt.
Hey, guess what? Wait, what is it? I don't know. I'm gonna put you 6 feet under, and then shove him straight into the ground.
Oh
Then
my
pick
God.
up the mushroom, and then I will walk over here, and then I will say my catchphrase with my giant mushroom pointed with the big circle end towards all of the drow. I'll draw it for you so that you can get a better picture of my mushroom.
Okie dokie. We are no. Okay, all right, that's fine.
There's nothing. I didn't. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Anyways, I point my mushroom like as a shield towards them and go, I'm sorry, Ilvara, but I can't give you mushroom to fight.
So you cast Tasha's hideous laughter? Got it.
Yeah.
And then I end my turn.
There we go. I'm sorry, I should have used that earlier. Okay, so you're essentially trying to build a mushroom wall, right?
I just use it as a shield essentially.
Okay.
So they need to contest against my like athletics if they want to push past or something. I don't know.
Okay, no, I've already come up with a stat block for it. Wells, you're up.
Neat.
All right, so if you look in the chat, I'm going to cast Hunger of Hadar. So they are within 150 feet. I already checked. Yeah. So then it's going to be a 20-foot radius. I'm going to center it on this guy here. So essentially 20-foot radius around. It's just this dark, inky blackness surrounds all of them. And at the start of their turn, they take 2d8 cold damage. Or is it 2d6? It says it there. 2d6 cold damage, and if they end their turn there, it's 2d6 acid damage on a failed dex save. And it's difficult terrain, so...
So it's like just a better entangle, it sounds like?
Oh, it's not entangled. They're not held there. They're just does damage to them if they stay there longer.
No, it's gone.
That's
That was
wrong.
me.
How do I do circle? There, that sounds right.
Is that right? Are we all gonna keep?
Yep,
What are shapes?
yep. So then, whenever they start their turn there, they take some damage. But I'll tell you that when that gets there.
Okay, and we'll be there soon. First off, it's Bo Zero's turn.
Okay, so that is a nice, perfect circle of a 20-foot radius, which is also happens to be the same radius as a fireball.
Perfect.
And because it is difficult terrain, do they get disadvantage on the dexterity save?
Oh, come on.
Raw, technically no, but it's up to the DM.
Okay, I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure.
Yeah, they're not restrained. Otherwise, then they'd automatically fail.
Okay.
Oh, look. A Tarask has appeared. Oh, come on. All right, here we
They all have
go.
to make dex saves.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Dex save. Okay, they have a +7 to their dex save, just to make it clear how badly they just rolled right now.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
All right, what
So-
you got, Ilvara? What you got?
Those.
And then I'll just do your friend here. Okay. So, as the fireball erupts in the center of the inky black goo, you deal significant damage to...
Yep.
to-
So looks like. Yeah, the first two and the last one take the full 37, and then the other ones take 18.
God damn.
Correct, which causes a lot of them to scream out in pain, but no more so than Asha Vandry, Ilvara's partner in crime, who burns away on her first turn in combat.
Oof.
Oof.
This seems to upset a number of the members there, but not Ilvara. If anything, she's disgusted by the fact that that's all it took. Also, real quick, I'm just going to double check to see if Ilvara has a certain spell.
Asha, more like Ash. Got him.
Got him!
Get him!
Anything else, Bozier? The mushrooms become more detailed.
I see that. And then yeah, continuing to move make my way uptown. Uptown girl.
Making my way uptown on a Monday. 'Cause it's the start of the week.
Oh my god.
I'll never get home now.
Monday.
All right. In that case, it looks like we've got ourselves a drow elite
All right,
warrior.
they take some damage automatically, so I'll roll that for you.
Ow.
Well, the cold damage, they take the 7 automatically, and if they end their turn, then we'll deal with the acid.
Okie dokies. And just double checking that, and they're good, so... Here he comes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. He's sick of this mushroom shit. And he's going to try and push it out of the way. He's done. He's done with you. He's ready to kill you. Get the mushroom out of here. So I need you to do an athletics or dexterity check, Borbus.
Do I have
What's up?
rage? Rage.
Yeah, you're raging.
Yeah, you're raging, Cajun.
Okay, because I don't know if last turn.
Actually, you're technically not raging, I just realized.
Yeah, but I don't know if we have to wait until my next turn. Like if something attacks me this turn, I don't know. Something.
You may get
Or
attacked
maybe
before it's your turn. Yes, that's true.
did I get attacked before my turn?
My buddy, he just sent me a song on
Whatever. It's fine. I don't need to rage.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
just win them with my own power. 24.
That's one, or like hand flute.
Oh my god, that was a good roll too.
Don't have a conch shell playlist.
All right, so realizing he can't move it out of the way that way, he yells back, "Just cut through this thing so we can kill this bastard." Ilvara, sick of this weird ooze that's all around her, is going
Takes
to
the 7 cold damage,
takes the 7 cold damage. I haven't forgotten.
and she can't see right now. It's just super blackout.
Well, it would be if only she couldn't dispel the magic. Pew! It's gone.
Ooh.
No
But
more.
I cast at 4th level, so it means I believe she has to roll 10 plus the spell's level.
Then I'm going to use one of her 4th level spell slots. She has a lot of spell slots, and she's not going to live long.
All right, then it's dispelled.
And she is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to run for cover behind this wall here. Scarf. Hey, there's some targets in range. Targets in range. Shoot 'em so good, and then they all
Ew.
gonna die. He's typing. He's got something. Yeah, Mr. Snores, I hear you, okay? You're a sweet boy. No, you cannot see her, sadly. But you can look over the mushroom to see these 2 drow standing here. Oh, yes, now you do, but that is a lot of movement. Can you get that far? Oh, bonus action dash, of course. Bonus action dash. Alright. Now you can see Ilvara, but she can't see you, small child, who she's never met before. And no
She's
one
about
did a
to get her
perception check.
day ruined.
Whoo! Alright, that's 100% a hit. Pew pew. 25. Alright, Ilvara's
And-
looking in pretty bad shape.
What are you doing?
What's up? Okay, I guess we're good. Yep, wait, why 16 damage? I'm confused. Oh, what's, Scarf's explaining apparently, and I'm dumb and don't know it. Booming blade was left on accident. Oh, okay, 16 damage. Alright, that's fine. Okay, she's still in pretty bad shape though. That was a good shot. Alright, but she does see you now, FYI. Because you just shot her, and it's not Skyrim, and you couldn't hide, unfortunately. Alrighty. Okay, so she's dead.
Must have been the wind.
This drow over here, he sees Scarf shooting a bolt and is like, "Hey, what do you think you're doing, kid? That's... crossbows are dangerous, put that down." And he shoots you. And he misses badly.
Just so shocked to see a small child with a crossbow.
Well, it's a small target too. You know. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, Mr. Second Drow comes up, and he just takes out his blade. He's like, "I'm done with this I'm done with these mushrooms. And he tries to cut into it.
So I will probably reach out to Lindsay.
Okay, those both hit. And that is going to be enough to make a very gross path to walk through the mushroom.
Oh, artist, here we go.
We're coming for you, long arms. Wait, who is this guy? I don't know this guy. Anyways, you're gonna be real valuable. We're selling you. Boris, it's your
Especially
turn.
because he has long arms.
I do what they. So wait, the little sides of it are cut off.
He's essentially created a path in between the green lines to get to you.
Oh, in between the green lines. Okay. I see. Okay, so basically no more mushroom left.
Pretty
Wait,
much,
I'm
yeah.
confused. I'm kind of confused, but it's okay.
You know what? Think of it more like he cut through here, but like in terms of spacing where you're walking here. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
He cut through the head of it. You still have the stalk sticking up there, but you know.
Yeah. Because
What?
I just want to know. I just want to know if I can just turn it sideways and block him again.
Hit him with the stalk.
just keep turning it till there's nothing left. No, I can't let you just block them forever. I'm sorry.
You can't let them block them forever.
How about this? Every time you try and turn it, it's gonna make it more and more difficult for you to win skill checks, and it will have less health and less AC every time.
Oh, I still get more. I got flump again. Okay. Well. Here's what I'll do. I'll let the mushroom go, and I'm gonna walk over to Ilvara, and I'd like to shove her off this cliff over here. It's like a small 10-foot cliff, but it'll just make it much harder.
Yeah,
to get back
no.
up here.
It's just picking her up and tossing her. All right.
Just to cross two cliffs. So I'm gonna go like here. Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, ah, yes, Ilvara. I've made a very wrong decision in fighting you. Here, let me help you up so you can go and kill my comrades. And I extend an arm.
Wait, I don't think I know any bugbears. As he tries to dex her way out of there. 15, you gotta beat.
I mean, come on.
Natural 20.
You should have accepted the long arms, Ilvara. And then I like raise Ilvara in the air and rear my hand back like she was a football and go long, and chuck her.
What is it? Oh my god!
Beautiful.
Alright, so she's gonna get thrown all the way over here.
Okay,
Because of the nat 20, Jesus Christ.
And then, as soon as the
She'll take 7 damage.
yeah, because I don't think it'll be that intense in the next
as soon as the Ilvara kind of like gets her bearings, she'll see a disgruntled employee flump just go, fine, I gotta pay for the kids, and then explode, and she has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
8 plus 3 plus
yeah,
2.
no,
I think my DC is Constitution.
For barbarian stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So it's 13. So I think that succeeds.
Yeah,
She
that just
succeeds,
passes.
yes.
Okay. Then she doesn't take any damage. The disgruntled employee who wants to pay for his kids' college explodes, and unfortunately doesn't do any damage.
Alrighty.
yeah.
And then I'll just walk back here.
Just with your,
Okay.
like, we need your
Let me make sure I can do that.
setup, I guess.
Wells, you are up.
Over until you can really, like,
All right. So, do I see Ilvara now that she's so far back from the cliff?
Yes, you can see her from that. Actually, you'll need to move at least 20 feet towards the cliff to see her.
Yes, we definitely should.
That's okay by me. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. So, if I see her now,
Absolutely.
2 Eldritch Blasts coming in hot to her face.
Oh, yeah. Not going to make a joke about hot things with people's faces.
So that's a natural 1, and then a 17. I'm guessing that's going to hit if I don't roll the D3.
You
Uh,
could
That's the right one. You can take it, but you can make it not a natural 1 by adding the D3, yes. Damn it.
Nah. I was asking about the 17, if that hit with the
Oh.
D3.
Yeah, 17 hits.
Or sorry, say it again.
All right, she takes 7 force damage. She's backed off 10 more feet.
Yes, and you've bruised your hand trying to cast the spell, dealing 1 damage to yourself.
Dope.
There's
And
a
that,
lot of
and
I mean, you'll.
let's actually then bonus action get some tentacle action on the 2 guys in the front here.
Anyone at UT
Oh, okay.
show up,
Oh my.
couple guys, Taylor. And,
Whoops. It's a 13. It's the same as my my other tentacle one.
looked out.
So I'm guessing a 13. Oh, I got to add the D3.
And it was just this like mansion.
Where's the thing?
It's not going to help you.
Oh. 14.
In the hill,
That is going to be a miss for the tentacle.
and they would have
All right. That will be my turn.
time to time.
All right,
What?
Bow Zero,
Yeah.
you are up.
Oh yeah. No, they left.
All
Where are
right, from
you?
my vantage, who can I am way up here.
But yeah, and like during.
Who can I see from this vantage point?
If you succeeded on an athletics check, I'll count it as a bonus action. You can be standing on this rock and see almost everything.
Apartment, and being in the west building, we're a little bit isolated from like.
DC 13.
Athletics check's my favorite.
You gotta be a DC 13, climb the
All
rock.
right.
But
Uh,
knows one another for the most
9.
Alright, you can't climb the rock, but you didn't hurt yourself. You have a rough idea of where people are, but you can't really see anyone from your angle. I know, I thought they'd be chasing you by now.
That's it too. So can I can kind of see that this is all kind of messed up right here.
Yes, you can see
Right.
Borbus's mushroom just lying there in the path with a tentacle sticking out of it.
It's actually a demon mushroom, so it's got a demon horn.
That too.
Well, seeing that that mushroom is messed up and no one's come through it yet, I can safely assume that there's probably enemies there.
Most likely.
I probably wouldn't be able to. I probably wouldn't be able to pick out exactly where Ilvara is, but I do know that there is a problem. So, that would make sense to. But then I can't. You know what? Yeah, screw it. Screw it. One more fireball at that point over there.
Go through some more of this stuff in box that's important to be aware of.
Alrighty, so that means I gotta do some more deck saves.
And actually, I'll pick up
Ah.
some settlements. And
Oh no, the map has spun me somewhere.
how that works.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh no!
Okay, they both fail.
All of this.
So they both take 24 fire damage.
Oh yeah, you have his bio in this folder. Every once in a while, he'll ask you for his latest bio. This is where to find
Alright, solid hits on both. The tentacle also must make a dexterity saving throw.
it. I have his headshot.
It doesn't have health or anything. It's incorporeal.
Alright. But the mushroom is
I assume
incinerated.
that the
this.
mushroom is probably gone now. Turn
Yes.
to ash.
Territory map.
It's beautiful though,
It's
so I'm
a-
gonna just move it over here.
Just when
It's
I
a
look at
mushroom
territory
stew.
maps, the coordinator might ask you,
Yum.
Here it is.
There we go. We'll just move that corpse over there. And get rid of the green lines.
I have a folder here.
I'm just gonna delete it.
Documents. This is
No!
But I will send you all a picture of
really on top
the mushroom.
Ever since I've started
All right.
files and specials has been almost
Okay.
non-existent. Most of the
That'll
time
be it for
I
your Bill
never
Zero.
moved into them in the first place, so I just don't have them. And then when it's 2 years
Ah,
down
yeah,
the
that'll be
road
it.
and they've
Alrighty.
milestones on their payout
It is time
structure,
for the Drow Elite
Johnny
Warrior.
and Nick will be like, well, let's look at the contract to see like how much
All right. So
if it's
finally, he can charge up and get a hit on you. He's been waiting forever, especially since you just picked up his lady. It's like, that's not cool, dude.
these deals are like ever. I have a lot of
Time
physical
for some
copies from the
stabs.
office from everything pre-COVID, but not much else. So I would just say to try to
All right.
flesh out this folder as much as you can moving forward.
21. Okay, it looks like both those hit.
Now here's a quick rundown.
16, 25, 30, 43 damage, Borbus.
So here's the template. It's generally pretty
33
simple.
damage to
You'll
me.
always have the
How
daily
dare
monthly
you?
on top. At the header, you'll
Wait,
just
how much
have
of that is?
It's actually 43, and are you raging currently?
I am raging.
Ah, okay. In that case, it's only going to be
regardless of the time of the flight, that's
8
8 plus
4.
8, 16 plus
always be at the top regardless if
So 12 plus
34.
18? So 30?
and then he will still schedule things all the time when
What's going on with my brain? Why can't? It's because I'm hearing voices inside my head too.
Oh, it's 16? Okay. Oh, so it's 8 plus 9 piercing damage, right?
it's a normal day of schedule.
So like 15, 14, 7. So 7 plus whatever 8 plus 18 is, which is
24, 26.
24.
26.
26.
26.
So,
So 8 plus
Sounds-
26, which is 34.
okay. So,
Okay, so that's 34 damage, and that took way too long.
One thing
Alright,
to note
I'm
about
down to
travel
37.
is when he
Alright.
is out,
So,
every single
2
day
solid cuts. I have to give it to him.
you need to adjust the
Meanwhile, Ilvara is not a happy camper with this. She walks over to the burnt corpse of her friend, casts a spell, and from her ashes, a yellow ooze seems to slink up from the corpse itself. Ilvara has hate in her eyes. If I die this day, I bring you with me. The demon will show you who's in charge.
but anytime during the week, he expects that.
And give me a second.
And so
This creature appears, which I'll show you the art for.
let's just get a couple examples of
It's a big yellow earwax looking thing with weird spiky tentacles and an eyeball that seems to drift throughout its body as it tries to stare at you.
this one
we're being attacked by a ginger root.
Ilvara then charges forward and dives into the mushrooms, attempting to take cover behind this hill. And yes, I know she used extra movement. Forgive her, she's about to die. Scarf, you just saw a weird demon get summoned. You're up.
But I mean, in all of these folders, like you'll keep these folders too. Like he used to have like a physical folder with all this stuff, and he might go back to doing that.
Scarf's asking about if she has cover.
She has half cover to you.
So you'll make one for 2021, and then you'll just make a folder based on that date, and then in there you need the itinerary, you need the weather. So like this is how I do my weather reports. I'll just like clip it from weather.com or whatever. And
Bonus aim and shoots.
so it's easy for him.
Shoots with the arrow, shoot with the crossbow. Either way, you gotta kill
Ooh,
him.
nat 20. Nice job with the aim.
Oh my god.
You'll have any of like the content.
Alright.
So like on this one.
Yeah, she's definitely
Confirmations that you get from
very, very dead as the arrow sinks deep into her temple and passes through the other side of her skull as she collapses onto the ground. Unfortunately, the Yucklol doesn't look like it's going anywhere.
he's gonna bring it with him to the show and fully execute it while he's there. So yeah, so it won't always be a fully executed contract. It might just be part
Seeing the yuck all still there, Scarf, is there anything else you'd like to do? What's it gonna do? What's he gonna do? I also can play some music, I just realized.
Yes.
But not for you guys, sadly.
Yes. That's what like I was saying earlier on like the weekly task thing. You want to have something for him to look at by Wednesday, so we can give you the proper edits. And
I flavored a demon summoning that uses the corpse of a magical user. So it's just here now. To stay.
Yeah, DM
Until it
Fiat.
dies. Because you're still gonna kill it somehow. But
yeah, so
yes. So just get ready to keep fighting demon right here, this boy.
travel itinerary, all of the confirmations for
I mean, you did say earlier you wanted to go take down some demons.
anything also.
Hey.
3 rosters.
This Christmas, the Yuck World is here to stay. Enjoy a fun family Christmas time, as the Yuck World does fun tasks with the children like making cookies,
Those are going to be the necessities that
putting things in the oven, which may or may not still be the cookies.
You really hope it's the cookies, but there's no way to actually know.
May or may not actually be the cookies. We're not talking about the small children that we're helping make the cookies. Were we? Where are we?
what up? Is he sitting like
Chocolate chips.
I like chocolate chips. Alright.
We do hope those are chocolate chips, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. We were talking about candy and chocolate chips, and I was like, yum. This Drowley War wants nothing to do with the demon whatsoever. 5, 10, 15, 20,
The
25,
secret
30.
to a good chocolate chip cookie is the innocence of a child. Right, Scarf?
really not too
Speaking of an innocent child, the Drowley Warrior sprinted and dashed his way over to you, Scarf, and he holds his blade high, but he can't attack this turn because that's how this game works.
make sure you got all your eyes crossed.
Meanwhile,
Because there's not outside of
this drow gets over here like he wants to start doing some flanking to you, but he just couldn't get in the right spot, damn it. And instead he's gonna do the stabs.
just like a car not being
That's the technical term for it, I have to use it.
wrong address or the wrong time for a meeting like that.
One of those hits.
Dealing 14 damage.
Dealing 14 damage. Oh wow.
Yeah.
These. Oh my god.
See, that's the thing. If they can reach you, they're very dangerous, but you use that mushroom stunt and they became worthless.
Let's move on to this folder. Department documents.
Speaking of stunts, what you gonna pull off this time, Borbus?
Like this is a cheat sheet they just sent out that just specifies exactly what our own accounting team does. This will
How
have
deep is the hole when I ripped out the mushroom?
whenever getting the client, like what you have to have.
I don't know,
And is
like,
this still a cliff?
You need like the tax forms. You need
what's still a cliff? Are you pinging something?
Yeah.
payment authorization.
No, that's all just a loose, it's been filled in with all the dust and debris that fell from the ceiling. There's no more cliffs, sadly. Except for,
Okay.
this one that you just threw Ilvara down.
Okay. Then I will have my flump. I'll have another flump come out. This one is an intern, unpaid, of course.
Of course.
And it will go. I'm just trying to pay for my college tuition. And then I go. And then I send the flump to go die, and both need to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay. Do you need to do that or no?
Nope, because it's creatures of my choice. The explosion is like it's like one of those like toroid or those rings. What are they called? Toruses, donut shapes.
Sorry, but it looks like they rolled real well.
I vaped the flump. Darn. Okay, well then I'll just stab him twice. First one. 21.
Alrighty,
Dealing 24
That's a
damage
hit.
to this one.
to that one. Alrighty.
Or which one? Yeah, this one.
Okay. that is not a fireball. It's a good cut, and he is dead. I should have used a different one, but they're drow, so take that. He's dead.
And with the blood dripping off of my greatsword, I go, "You're next, buddy." And with a natural 20,
Whoa!
I
Nice.
deal 24 plus 9, 31 damage to this next drow.
Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah, you just obliterate this man.
Yeah, travel days are great because he's not in the office.
And then, because of Grape Weapon Master, I go over to Scarf and go, "Innocence of child, right?" And does a 21 hit?
Yes, the 21 hits.
And it does 27 damage to this one.
Jesus, you basically cripple the man as you bring him to a critical state of being. His entire life up to this point, easy street, until he ran into you.
Is there anything else I can do? Just add a little bit more damage in. No. Sadly, I guess you live for another 6 seconds. And I ripped the greatsword out of their spine and stare at them menacingly.
Wells, there's currently a Drow Elite Warrior pissing himself. What would you like to do?
Well, I can help with that. So I move the tentacle up by him and smack him with it.
He fucking dies of
25.
Damage?
He fucking dies of hypothermia.
I'm going to get 25 hits for 1 cold damage.
Is that enough?
No, it's not, but oh my god, it was close.
Well, then I'll get a little closer and then blast him once and hope that works and send the other blast toward the demon.
Alrighty. Okay,
19 to hit the guy, 18 to hit the demon.
both of those are going to hit.
The guy takes 5 and the demon takes 3. And both are pushed back 10 feet.
Alright. The corpse flies back 10 feet as the demon takes 3 damage and just sort of looks at you like, oh, this is the type of fight I was summoned to, and smiles. Is that it for you?
And that will be my turn, yeah.
Alright. Bo Zero, you are up.
Okay. I'm assuming that I have no idea about this demon that's showed up.
Most likely not. I didn't do a great
Okay.
job with showing elevation here, so you may just want to get a little closer.
Okay.
If you're standing
Alright,
here,
so,
you'll see it.
Here you said?
Here, yes. This has all been filled in.
Alright. 30. So now I can see. Said. So coming back, like, oh, everything seems to be. Oh my god, there's a demon there. And then that is going to warrant a magic missile at 2nd level.
Oh, that was Live Nation. Great. Okay.
Alrighty.
So.
Solid shots. It sinks in the 12 damage into the man. And that seems to have gotten its attention.
Make sense of how we enter them.
Oh boy.
He's dead. She's dead. Scarf's not dead. Scarf, you're up.
Everything is going to be pretty clearly laid out for you.
Oh, and also let me just roll his initiative.
Like the thing that you need to be aware of that gets a little tricky is lifts.
Oh no.
Platinum lift, VIP lift, certain rebates or inside deals that may be negotiated with the promoter in the venue. That's all the stuff that's
I guess the
not
demon
going
didn't
to
like
be,
getting pelted
obvious
with
on the settlement,
magic missiles.
necessarily, but you have to be aware of it. So here, let me just find all of these shows.
Scarf. Scarf is up.
This one
Scarf? Okay, there we go.
I don't want to do a Robin's League one. Probably, I'm not sure, but probably.
Aim and shoot is a solid move. It's been used throughout all of history to kill many enemies. And that's actually going to hit, yeah. Damn, 31 damage. Very well. Very nice. Yes, I do know that your gun blade is magical. Okay, the Yucklaw is all of a sudden far more nervous than he was a moment ago. This might not be enough. Alright. End of turn. Okay. Wow. That attack really hurt him. He's not a fan of that at all. But he's also a fan of seeing people suffer. So he is going to attempt to dominate Borbus's mind. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Borbus.
I'm almost certainly gonna fail this. And when I do fail this, please DM me what you want me to do, and I will role play it.
Okie dokie.
Well, on the description it says spell save DC 0, so you're good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That can be ignored.
13.
Okay. Yes, it was 15.
Okay. Oh, unless just unless that's the end of the demon's turn.
He is also going to do some stuff. Like, all these things are actions. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is really all he has? 30? Wow, pathetic. It's him just trying to run away for cover, just like before.
Okay.
Borbus, it's your turn.
I will go. It seems that the demon has told me a bit of information that has changed my alliance. I was told that for the three of you, you all believe in something that I just cannot be. I cannot be an ally with people who believe in this. Oh yes, you three, you all believe in the number 7.
Oh God.
The utter blasphemy is enough for me to inflict corporal punishment on this little child, and I would like to shove Garf off the cliff.
Oh my God. That's gonna be a dexterity check. Oh my God.
Oh. 23. I do not shove Scarf off the cliff, and I go, fine then. I suppose I'll just have to swing at you with my sword. And then I... Hold on. And I gotta take this one off. Alright, this is a 25 hit.
Yes, that will hit Scarf unless he has some super ability I don't know about.
Besides Uncanny Dodge, but...
Alright.
12, and then probably...
I would like to use my reaction to make my tentacle make Scarf take less damage. Because that's a thing I got at 6th level. Let me post it for you.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Alright, let me find it. Is it this one? This one. Yeah, so when it's takes within 10 feet of the tentacle, which Scarf is, and I'm going to reduce it by 1d8. So rolled 1d8. You take 2 less damage! Woo!
Hoo-hoo!
Yeah, that goes down to 4 damage. That's pretty good. Total. With Uncanny Dodge.
Oh my God. Alright, so you're gonna take 4 damage. The Yuck Claw has the best plan. Wells, you're up.
Alright, can you hear me?
I can.
Yep.
Okay, I always forget when I'm muting myself or not muting myself. Alright, so I'm gonna go straight in line with Borbus here, and hear him talk about the heresy of 7, and see him swing at my friend. I'm gonna have 2 Eldritch Blasts right to his face.
It pulls up this report. It shows
No, not the face.
how many
No.
paid, how many costs there were, the total.
25 and 8. I'm guessing only one hits.
Well, yeah. You can't roll the D3 for the second one. Will not, unfortunately, allow the hit.
Alright, you take 7 force damage as you're pushed back 10 feet.
Does force count for rage?
Yeah, if you take damage, yeah.
Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. So force is actually not resistant. So I
Correct.
take the full 7. Augur.
7. And you're pushed back 10 feet, which I think might put you off the cliff. I can't tell.
The very edge of it. I'm sorry.
Alright, well, I had to hit both of them to push them off. Well, it's my fault for not rolling higher. Then, I will actually keep the tentacle there because I wanted to protect Scarf, so...
Oh wait, I can make a saving throw each time the target takes damage. Oh, sweet.
Nope.
A 12.
Gotta get up above 15.
7 force damage? Blasphemy.
Oh, blasphemy? Okay, then I'll have my tentacle smack him in the face then, since he called me a blasphemer.
Blasphemer? That's just what you call a religious heretic.
15 plus stuff is gonna hit you. I
That
assume.
hits.
Take 2 cold damage.
Ooh, cold damage.
Make another saving throw.
Is it every time I take damage?
Every time you take damage.
Oh my god.
Wake up! Wake up!
I'm literally being slapped into my 8.
Wake up! Wake up! Just wake up!
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Oh, just let it go. And that's my turn.
Alright. Bow 0. You can see Borbus from here, but Yucklol is below a cliff, sadly.
Alright, I'm going to make 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 towards Borbus, and seeing him attacking Scarf, which is something he is very, very, very against, is going to magic missile him.
Jesus.
Why is everyone assuming that I would kill it?
I mean, you're technically, like, only known him for, like, 5 days, I think.
It's true.
And this is not the first time there's been PvP.
Oh yeah, but that time Scarf shot me like 10 times.
Yeah. Scarf
And I
shot you a
didn't do
lot
anything. I
that
just
time.
stood there and took it. I was like, I can't kill a child.
Yep, and I believe that is 3 more wisdom saves for you, because that's 3 separate things of damage.
It is.
Oh, okay, sure.
It's 13 damage. What? Come on. Come on. Come on!
Oh my god.
You are still dominated with 3 health left.
Magic missiles. I knew a guy named Magic Mike. Maybe he could snap me out of this.
Alright,
Sorry, I'll revise the joke. The only magic missile that I need is the one in my pet.
alright,
So for this one, since they don't even list the ticket price,
alright, okay, Scarf, you are up.
I will just do the average show or average ticket price. So for this one, I think they're all $49.50.
Oh god.
Um,
No. The 13 is my AC.
actually, okay.
Hey, I can reduce the piercing damage, so you only overkill me by
Put an average ticket price
14 points.
54 and the number of tickets sold in each show. So
Got
for,
him.
like, this one, I would do 378. For the other
Alright,
one,
so minus.
Scarf, why do you get sneak attack?
because you're approximating there, your gross.
Shouldn't it just be the 8 since you don't... Oh, you used aim. I didn't see you post that anywhere.
And then, like, I would probably overwrite, but not on this.
Alright.
Orbis, as he's
I love
Get
that you.
set aflame.
I love that you can aim melee attacks and just be like, yeah, yeah, and then burn them.
I mean, have you like when cutting like vegetables, you gotta aim.
That's true. You don't want to hurt
it's
yourself.
just another reason True Strike is even worthless. More worthless.
Okay. On the plus side, Borbus, you're no longer dominated. So,
Because I am down.
all right. The Yucklaw is very upset with this, but happy that he didn't take all that damage. He reaches up and slaps Scarf, attempting to do some serious damage.
There is a cliff in the way, so.
He can climb walls.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he's got spider climb. He's crazy. Oh my god, he misses.
All the stuff on the left of these is just a bunch of information on your budget for expenses, what they actually cost and the difference.
Damn it. Alright, so that's his turn. He's... Ooh, he really doesn't want to be here anymore. I need a death saving throw for you, Borbus.
You'll have all of your tickets.
I don't need death saving throws. I turn into a set of cherry petals. No. That doesn't happen. Alright, death saving throw number 1. 11. That's 160.
Here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll also take the BRB, but I'm not going to be doing much on my turn.
Are you sure I shouldn't come over and just stab him?
Almost Zero's thinking about it.
Hey, I mean, then I would have even less to do. You both stab me, then boom. That's free healthcare right there.
Oh yeah, but Zero, then after he's dead, you can raise him back up.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Actually, no, that's a... Oh no, I do.
You can animate him.
I can. With a 4th level spell slot, too.
What kind of crazy stuff you guys doing?
Oh, nothing.
Nope.
Nothing?
What are you scheming?
Hey, Bazero, do it. Do it.
And then tomorrow, I'll pass off scheduling.
I don't know. I gotta get a lot closer to you, and there's a lot of ground to cover.
Hey. Aren't you angry that someone who just joined your party is trying to kill a child? Come on. Give in to the dark side, Bazero.
What were you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
What? I'm asking the people in the room. I'm seeing if they're gonna tell me. What are you guys doing?
Don't tell him. Or YouTube, don't tell him.
Tell me, YouTube.
No, let's keep it.
Don't worry about it.
I don't even
Alright.
know if I'm gonna actually do that.
Fine. All right. Well, just have yourself a normal turn, doing whatever
You know
you're
what?
doing.
I will. I will have a normal turn because Borbus is not an issue. All right, so I'll go down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, dirty 30. Do I see the demon from here?
Yes, just barely. You can see him like poking his head up. He's like, I'm an angry demon."
All right, I see him barely poking his head up, which means I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself. So I have
Thank you
20
very
temporary
much.
hit points. I'll post it for you.
Boom, boom. Awesome.
Hello, doggy.
Hello, doggy.
Hello, doggy.
Hello, doggy.
Doggy.
All right,
That
then
is
that,
good.
and I will use
Bend the
my
bullet.
tentacle to smack him, because that's a bonus action.
Yep. That is a bonus action.
That is a natural 1.
I'm tempted to make the tentacle unsummon itself. But I won't. I
Well.
won't.
All right, I would have accepted your judgment either way,
Alrighty.
and that's my turn.
Okay. Bo0, you are up.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And can I see the demon from here?
Yep.
Okay, he's 30 feet away. Ooh. Oh, so many options now. So many options. But you know what? I'm feeling some more magic missile at second level. Holy. Okay.
Very nice.
Yes.
All right.
Solid 21 damage sinks into him. Very, very good hits. There we go. There's the demon screaming. Alrighty. Scarf, he just tried to pat you. What are you going to do?
Beautiful. Oh, and sneak attack damage. Oh, he's down again.
Yeah.
Ah, you poked me too hard. I wasn't ready for that. Alrighty, so... Oh, sorry, I just had an idea. Anyway... Borbus, welcome back.
What happened? I recall something strange.
Dodge is up. Zuggtmoy is up. He's very angry at this small child for what he's doing. He's being a real inconvenience and a nuisance. Slam, slam!
Those are both disadvantaged since Scarf was dodging.
Oh my god. Alright, Borbus, just end my suffering.
I will have no demon dominate me. And also I realized something while in this strange, controlling, manipulative state. I realized that even if you do, that, you know, maybe I should trust in my friends sometimes. So perhaps, I'll admit it, the biggest number is actually 7.
What?
A tear rolls down my face. But not before. Slash R1D8. A 3 again! Okay, anyways. I stab. Oh, that's not what I wanted to roll. Before I stab the creature in the face with my greatsword. Does a 22 hit?
822 hits.
Dealing 19 damage,
Very nice.
all slashing. And
Is
then
your blade magical?
my blade is not magical, so it is resistance. But I shall do it again. Again, 22.
Alright.
For 24 more slashing damage. And then my a flump will come out and go, I really liked the new change in management, but I guess old is still pretty good, and runs off into dives into the demon. And he needs to make a dexterity saving throw, or take damage.
Alrighty. Dex save. 24.
It does not take the 2 force damage.
Damn it. You died in vain,
I'm-
little man.
And that is my turn.
Alright. Wells, you're up.
Alright, so I am nearby, seeing our friends all here. So I will first use the tentacle because it's right there. Because why not?
Alrighty.
Dirty 20
That's a hit.
for cold damage.
That's a
Assuming
burn.
that's reduced.
It is, sadly.
Yeah, shit happens. Then I will get up in there, through my tentacle, I'll see it, and try to stab down with the fire dagger. Sorry, my red dragon claw dagger, I should say.
Red Dragon Claw Dagger.
That is a 9.
That is a miss.
Oh wait, what am I doing? I shouldn't be here. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Bow Zero. You see everyone stabbing downwards over the cliff. And the Yuckle
So I
apparently
can
poking
no
its head
longer
open.
see- Okay. So with that, how is it looking?
Pretty bad shape for the most part. It's non-critical condition, but it's not long for this world.
All right. I'm going to use Magic Missile at 2nd level one more time.
You're not gonna fireball 4th level on us? Come on.
Yeah, wuss.
Hey, 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 hey. What's
Don't
going on
tempt
today?
But we are. Wuss.
Oh no.
And here I am talking right now.
That's a lot of damage.
God dang.
That'd be 13 damage.
What? Why did... Oh, that's the blood noise. Whoops. Alright.
Pew! Pew pew!
Alright. Minus 5, 6, 8, 13, 13. Alrighty. Scarf. You're now up.
Looks like Scarf is demanding that you do things for him, DM.
Wow. Can you just
Wow.
let this PC behavior go on? Punish him. Land an attack.
Which microphone are you
Punish
listening
Scarf.
to?
With a slam. Come on and slam.
And
Welcome to the jam.
Tibbs Op Jam.
Drop the beat.
Wicka well.
Now are you working? Oh, finally I got my mouth sync to actually start working. God damn. Been troubleshooting it this whole time. Anyways. Spell save DC and spell attack bonus are both 0 for some reason. Wait, I'm a fix it. I'm a genius. Yes, you are, Scarf. God damn. Nice. Now that you have your bonuses added, I'm assuming you have something devastating you want to do. Oh, you're going to aim. What are you aiming at in this room? Is it perhaps Borbus for no
Borbus?
reason? Oh, no aim.
Wait, am I still under the effects?
Nah, that stuff goes away when you go
No.
unconscious.
Does it? Let me check.
Oh no, he's muahahaing. He about to do something evil.
Ah, Booming Blade.
Ah.
A 14 is a miss, unfortunately. Oopsie. Dang, that would have been brutal, too. Alrighty. Is that going to be it for you then, Scarf?
Turns out, it never says that it goes away when it's unconscious.
Really?
Well, it doesn't say it.
Hmm.
Maybe it means it, though.
That
Well, it's
seems
your call,
weird.
DM. Your call, DM.
We'd have to retcon stuff at this point to make that really have an effect, so...
Haha, wait, I actually don't think I've had a turn yet.
Yes, you did.
No, I did.
Yeah,
I
Scarf
did.
would have woken you up, it would have been the Yucklaw's turn, then you would have been back.
Right.
So...
Fair enough.
But you know what? Just for coming back, you get a slam. And the new guy who just showed up, you get a slam. In that order.
That 12 just hits me.
Alright, so you're down, Porpoise. So, Yucklaw feels like he's a real winner. Just before he deals, oh, god damn, 29 damage to you. Wells.
Alright, so he takes 20 cold damage, and I'll use my reaction to push him back 10 feet, so he actually takes 23 damage. 20 of it cold, 3 of it psychic. You don't need to post the thing.
As you push him backwards, he trips over, falls to the ground, and shatters from the cold damage, dying. By attacking you, he just killed himself.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yes. It's the biggest no you.
You guys did it! You killed Ilvara and the Yucklaw. And I beefed up the encounter that the book gave me for level 7s. And you aren't even a full team of 5. What is happening? Oh, wait.
Beautiful.
Fireball.
I find the CR ratings for encounters to be more like guidelines than actual rules.
You know what? Next time I start this fight... Who am I kidding? I'm never going to get to this point again in this module. Actually, you know what? The next time the High Priestesses show up, they'll just show up with the demon already summoned. I think that'll help balance it.
That's what you say. But then it would have taken the fireball damage.
Well, I mean, it's resistant to that. And then it can get in range and start dealing, like, 8d6 damage each turn. Either way,
I mean,
though.
if it hits.
Yeah, no. After that final blow, all that's left is a pile of corpses. You guys slightly damaged. Borbus, currently unconscious and needing to do death saving throws, would be saved.
Dying twice is... dying not nearly as fun as I thought it would be. You know, when they said, "I'll take you to heaven, baby," I didn't really think that they meant it. Wait, who are we talking about now? What's happening? Where am I? Who are you three?
Oh my. Scarf, how hard did you smack him when you brought him back?
And who is this scarf? Why are you calling a person after a fine clothing garment?
Oh, look at
Speaking
that
of
fine
which-
clothing garment around his neck.
I have plenty of scarves back at my castle.
Alright, Scarf looks at me after he was done with that series of slaps.
Why is the little child slapping me?
Well, normally he'd be slapped 3 times, but he's only done it twice so far.
Oh, I see.
That means I need to knock
Yes,
him
yes,
down.
yes,
So you
yes.
can revive
I would
him
like
again.
to go up to Borbus, slap him across the face, and then turn around and hug Scarf.
Wait a minute. I know who the three of you are. I can't believe I forgot. How could I forget these annoying nuisances? And why are you hugging the one who kept slapping me? That feels like a real, well, slap in the face.
Would you like another one?
No?
Finn, come here.
No.
Come here. Come here. Hey, you're fine.
You know, I do not like this derogatory. You may or may not be speaking to a dog in another universe, but it feels like you're speaking to me.
Amongst all the celebrations from the fights itself, yeah, the scent of fresh air becomes a little bit more noticeable. It has over time, especially with all the explosions and wind being knocked about. You can practically see the faint glow of sunlight above you. It's still going to be a bit a ways away, but it's reflecting off a bit, and there seems to be some water spilling downwards from a local pond.
It smells like dandelions. And I hate
Exactly
dandelions.
how high up is this point?
Well, you'll have to hike up the slope and do a little bit of rock climbing. And,
So, like, if we were here to here, would that be accurate?
you'd be going up an elevation 130 feet, yes, but you're doing it with, like, the slopes and the slides and the... Just like
Okay.
a boo, 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 boo,
Well.
boo. Boo.
In that case, we're going to go over here. Mm-hmm. 130 feet up, and I'll require over.
Oh my god. So you just appeared at the top of it. Like,
That's scarf.
oh my god.
Hey, if you give me an hour, I can do that too.
So low health Borbus is gonna have to climb his way up by himself?
No, if I took a short rest, because I'm out of spell slots, so if I took a short rest, I could technically do the same thing and bring him with me. Or I could just start climbing.
Oh my god. I'm gonna pull out the random encounters table. If you're taking a short rest, there's a chance something could happen.
I said if I took it. I said I'm probably going to climb.
Wait, did we gain a level?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, I suppose Borbus and I will start climbing.
Okay, Okay,
Sorry, Bender.
okay. Scarf's very nice. Scarf dropped a rope, so that's gonna make things a lot easier for everybody involved. I need an athletics check for both Wells and Borbus, though. Is a steep climb at points.
All right.
And I need Scarf to do a athletics acrobatics check to see how well you can throw that rope down.
All right, it's a 13 for my athletics, and I can roll an extra d4 if that's not enough. Because I have a talisman that lets me do that.
It's at an angle, yes. You could throw it badly or in the wrong direction. I'm not insane. Let me hear the dice roll. Also, okay. So, Wells, you're able to latch onto the rope and make your way up for the most part, and after a couple of about 20-ish minutes, you're able to make it to the top. Borbus, unfortunately,
Balls.
got about 10 feet up before he just fell flat back on his ass.
All right, 1d6.
Let's hope it's not a
If
6.
it's a 6, I'm dead. All right, I have 1 HP left.
Borbus is at critical HP at the bottom of the hill. Wells, you are at the top now.
Yeah, I can do it again.
All right. This
I
is
can do it again.
not bad. Where'd Borbus go?
I was ahead of you the entire time.
Woo! You all made it up
Yay!
to the top. The farther up you climb, the more debris of the surface you can see. There's some trees that have fallen down. There's a couple of different pieces of bush. Even a few critters making their way about. You definitely see a squirrel or two darting about. Then eventually you start to hear the sound of birds. The entire area no longer needs the Feywild, Feyrez fueled mushrooms as the sun is able to peek its way down. The light stream of water cascading around you makes the ground a little bit softer, more muddy, but if anything, it just reminds you of the surface days. And as you finally crest the opening, before you, you see an enormous lake that you've created quite a crater in the side of. And before you, a set of beautiful mountains with the ocean right to the west and the sun high in the sky. You take a deep breath of fresh air for the first time in weeks, and you have made it out of the Underdark.
Yay!
Oh my god, how I have missed the overworld. The fresh air, the smell of water, and you could almost feel the desperation of all the villagers in the city nearby. Ah, home.
I'm sorry, we just escaped from desperation. You're saying desperation sounds like home?
Well, of course.
Huh, I'm surprised you didn't want to stay down there the whole time.
Well, that's because things want to fight back. But, you know, here in the overworld, you can just rule, and no one questions you. That is until you get stabbed in the back, but that's a different issue. You need proper knife management.
Oh, I got this dragon claw. That's about as good as knife management as I'm gonna get.
Well, my father told me that if you're knife to your people will be knife to you.
Are you sure he didn't have a lisp of some sort?
No, he didn't.
Good to know. All right.
Right.
Well, so then, shall we head to my castle? Where
Is it-
you all can be servants forever? I mean,
Interesting proposal. Hey, Baziro, weren't we about to be servants forever down here?
yes,
Quite right.
but now you can be servants for me up here in the overworld.
A generous offer, but I must decline.
Okay, well, I'm sure you'll come to regret it. You know, because working for me is like, well, it's like working for me. It's just perfect. And how about you, Wells?
Oh, that is very tempting, but you know, we already had an employment offer and we already turned that one down, so I figured if yours is the same, we'd probably look for other opportunities.
Yes, yes. You know, there's this, someone once said that, you know, if you're really worried about, you know, the workforce and gaining employees, really you should just pay people, you know, like some amount of money that is reasonable enough to live. You know, if you just pay people more, you'll get more employees. But I ignore that advice. And I just choose, well, just to ask people very, very nicely.
You keep using that phrase. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Borbus very clearly has made a lot of allies on the surface. Who would like to join his army of allies he's made over the years?
Yes. In fact, I heard there was a secret meeting the other day. Oh, what was it about? Oh yes, they were talking about. I know what they were talking about. there were two words that I caught from it, and that was Borbus and cool. Or was it cool? Cool, they called me. They wanted to stage a cool, which I don't understand the grammar of the situation. If you're gonna call me cool, then you should just say I'm cool. The cool
Right.
of Borbus.
Perhaps you would be best to take up that whole stage.
I left the theater years ago, but maybe I will have a revival production. You know what? I think I will. It'll be called Borbus and the Bimbos. A group of Borbus and 3 unlikely, terrible servants adventure through the abyss. And as these servants get into trouble with all their mistakes and mishaps, Borbus comes in to save the day every day, every time, every single episode. In fact, this Borbus character seems to be quite the man.
Yes, and he wouldn't dare ever harm children at any point in the film / production.
Oh, no, of course. Oh, yes,
Um,
speaking
is-
of children.
Is Scarf stabbing him? Am I reading that right?
I look towards the little kid. By the way, in the recent years, child labor laws have been, I've sort of laxed on them. So if you would like to work on my castle, I would allow you to.
The
What do you
fun-
say, little kid?
The funny thing is, Scarf, if you were to stab him right now, he has 1 health, and that'd be the 3rd time he went down, which means that would be permanent death.
Well, he's never gone to death. He's only on death saving throws.
Right. You know, this whole thing with the theater, there was one sort of play that has always been very intriguing through history. It was something along the lines of a comedy. Are you familiar with a comedy? Well, of course. If you were in theater, then of course you know what comedy was. There was a great comedy. It was called Our American Cousin. Have you ever been a part of that?
Our American cousin.
Yes. If not, I would suggest you go and watch it. Preferably from the balcony, because it does get, or perhaps one of the seats off to the side, kind of near the stage. Gets a really good look at it.
Oh my god. I get this reference.
Maybe I will. I don't know what exactly this is about, but this sounds like it's going to end very well for me.
Well, as I said, it is a comedy. As such, it might even be mind blowing.
Yes. Get yourself a booth while you're there.
Mind blowing.
Yes.
Booth.
Alright,
You know
who
what?
is this weird voice, disembodied voice, talking about booths?
You know what? I think a booth. You know what outfit would go well in a booth? A top hat and a suit.
You should grow a
do
beard for the
believe so.
event.
You figured
You
out
know
you
what?
couldn't
That
get
is
food
perfect.
Well, I mean,
Disembodied
he is a
voice.
He is a bugbear. He does have some form of facial hair, of sorts.
More like everywhere hair.
Good boy, Bender.
True, but it is also on his face. It does count.
Okay, so we could talk about assassinating Borbus in historically accurate ways for years. You have made it to the surface, and while the crash was very loud, this seems to be a somewhat remote area. Mostly what you see are a couple of beasts in the woods, keeping a close eye on you. And you may, in the distance, hear a couple of horses trotting your way, but you've got a couple of minutes to yourselves here. Would you like to wait for people to show up, or would you like to tread your own path forward?
Well, if we just trudge forward, we'll be wandering aimlessly. People are coming to us, might as well see what they've got. And if we don't like them, we can steal their horses. I mean, what?
What? Oh, I was just gonna say we just have to be nice to them.
If anything, yes, while it is we have been through quite the ordeal. If anything, it almost looks like a nice place, for at least a small camp of some sort, or perhaps even a small township of sorts at some point. It does seem to be a very nice location, don't you agree? Being so close to the ocean, we are looking at plenty of options for sea trade if we were to do something there. There is a lake right in front of us. It is somewhat spilling a little bit down into the Underdark. I'm sure there's good fishing there. And with woods off to the right, I'm sure there could be prime hunting ground. Or, better yet, we can even have lumber for building. But just a camp for now will do.
Well, I was just going to say, if we can hear horses and the clops of people nearby, then perhaps if we just follow the road, the yellow brick road, perhaps we'll end up in a city.
I have not seen any bricks that have been the color yellow. I've seen some that were, more of a, that clayish, reddish brown, but I have not seen yellow.
Oh, well,
Have you been pissing on the bricks?
no, Braziro. You see, we're not in the Underdark anymore.
Well, I would hope that would be obvious.
Damn it!
Alright, so the horses are getting much closer, and by that I mean you can see at least a dozen well-armed men on horses. In the front of them, in exceptionally well-made-up armor with a feather plume poking out of the top, you see their spears are not drawn, but they aren't sheathed either, as they make their way towards you. Creating a semicircle around the hole so that you could not escape from them easily. Go ahead.
Oh, continue. Sorry.
The one in the front steps forward, taking a step off her horse. She raises the front brow on her helmet to reveal a elvish face. I am Helena from Godselgrim. I am the leader of the western... I am the leader of the eastern towns. What is this? What have you done?
Well, we seem to have made a hole, and it leads to the Underdark. We just got out of here.
A small child came into the city, a panic across his face. He says spiders and demons came clawing out from the ground, digging a pit directly into the depths below. He was nearly eaten on his way out of there.
Nearly eaten.
Yes, if not for his horse, he would have been devoured by spiders.
Unfortunate.
Well, that is quite unfortunate. It would appear that we now have a hole in the ground. We ourselves have been amongst the Underdark for quite a while now. It feels so nice to get back to the surface. But are there now... is there demons on the surface now?
The boy's testimony was a bit vague. Mostly terror drove him to flee as soon as he saw a large spider. Perhaps there were real demons, perhaps they were tricks played by his mind. But to see surface-dwelling creatures emerge is intriguing. You must come with me at once to Gonselgrim. If you refuse, my men will take you by force.
What kind of force? Because I'm resistant to 3 types of them.
Even resistant at your weakened state?
Yes. I mean, half of 1 is 1.
She does look at you, and she's like, Do you require medical attention? We have some paladins with us.
Medical attention? I don't need any of that fancy schmancy science nonsense.
Well, you needed it several times while we were down there. I would not be one quickly to judge.
Borbus heals on his own.
You must that healing
Ignore
must
him.
trigger when little children slap you.
Ah, that's just part of being a bugbear. You have long arms, children slaps heal you.
Quite right. I do not believe, ma'am, that force will be necessary. We have been on a long and tireless journey throughout the Underdark, and we are quite looking for a good spot to rest. If there
Yes.
is a town nearby that you said of the, was it Grindeldorf?
Gone to Grim.
Grindelwald, we're off to Grindelwald.
Gone to Grim, sir.
Gotogrim. Right.
Grindelwald?
As
Grimdark.
we would much like to go back into the
Grimgar?
safety of civilization.
I have to leave most of my men here to keep this hole from spewing forth any other such monsters. So in order to travel safely, I would be far more comfortable if you would surrender your weapons and component pouches, please.
No! My great sword! And I run away.
Do you want to actually do that, Morbus?
Sure.
Okay, do you want to try and pass the general lady, or do you want to try and pass one of her men on horseback? Or do you want to go back into the Underdark?
Hmm. 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 Okay. Hold on.
Okay. Scarf, I see what you're typing out, too.
I would like to run. I would like to dive into the lake.
Okay. You aim for the side of the hole, which is directly next to the lake. A guard attempts to stab at you with his spear. Oh. He's definitely got at least a +1 or +2. I know a 13 hits you, Borbus, right?
Does.
Alright, so I don't need to roll any sort of damage because you are now unconscious and bleeding out
No,
again.
you gotta roll damage because with my rage, I get temporary hit points.
Oh, okay. We'll go with 2d8.
Oh shit.
15.
Fuck. Alright.
Oof, almost max.
And now I'm down.
The guard sort of looks at you. Is he with you guys? What was that?
He's a little loose in the head. I think there's a few rocks that are clamming around a little too hard, a little too loudly.
I mean, he was clearly bleeding out. He probably would have just drowned.
Yeah, he's tough.
From my
Wasn't the brightest.
from my unconscious state, I go, less blood means bugbear float.
He stabilizes you, but then he takes away your weapons and slings you to the back of his horse.
No.
How about the rest of you?
I will surrender my daggers, my claws, and my component pouch.
Excellent. It seems that you've all decided to make the right decision in the name of Gauntlgrim. Oh yeah, no, you put your stuff in the bucket. Now you're just carrying a bucket. You're a small child carrying a bucket. You're totally innocent. Why would you have weapons on you?
Why would you be one of the most deadly party members here?
Also, actually, roll me a sleight of hand. I want to see how well you were able to do that. because you are being looked at by a bunch of people. Yeah, no, I just said sleight of hand now. So we Gucci.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my god.
I'm guessing it was a DC 30, correct?
That's gonna be a crit fail. Alright. Virtually all of your equipment was thrown into the backpack and into the bucket without anyone seeing it. Somehow. If you had nat 20'd, I would have let you grab something off of one of your partners. Oh, as in you leave yourself a dagger? Just a basic whatever dagger? Alright, cool. Or you're giving her the fire dagger.
No, I think he's just one of his regular starting equipment daggers.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Okay, she gladly takes the rest of the weapons off you. You do see that the guards are looking at your clothing very carefully. But since you all willingly gave it up, there was nothing for them to find on you. And you are not tied to any of the horses, but she leads the way with the guard who stabbed Borbus earlier, now carrying Borbus on his horse, follow behind. It's about a 2-hour trip on foot. I must say, this is a very strange time for this to be happening. We were warned about some sort of... wait, no, that was the other team who had the warning sent out. Damn it. Give me a second. Rebooting.
Well, we did have a giant fire explosion happen that opened a way to the surface.
That's right. Alright, I'm back. This is fairly auspicious. It's the second time the Underdark has created a tunnel to our surface. The last one that happened was a fire explosion that woke everyone up. Well, anyone who was napping in the middle of the day, of course. We had to build an entire guard post around the area. It was a true shame and waste of troops and resources. Did you hear anything like that while you were down there? Perhaps there was a large boom one day that echoed throughout the caverns.
Oh,
As a matter-
something echoed all right.
As a matter of fact, I do believe so. There was something about that. I can't. Yes, I do believe I recall something. Yes. As a matter of fact, I do believe it shook the entire Underdark.
Alright. I do need a deception with advantage.
Deception with an advantage. At a 21.
Oh, yes, absolutely you can, Scarf. Practically want you to cast the charm spell at that point. But that will pay off later. Can you do a performance or charisma check for me? I want to see how much this is going to matter later.
I wonder if Nat 20 is going to be good.
Oh my god. The leader of the... Oh my god. The leader of the Eastern Nations blushes at this. She takes the cookie, extremely happy to see you. It's like you've touched a nerve. Your music seems to be warming her up to you guys for the most part. She's no longer going to be doing insight checks on everything you say.
Oh!
Well, if you did have any information on that explosion, it would be helpful. We'd like to figure out what sort of dangers are going on down there. More and more drow and demons have been trying up and taking over our disputed territories. It's been a bit of a nuisance, all things considered. Ah!
So I want to give Baziro a look like, hey, should we tell her the truth?
Hmm.
Can't you guys speak to
Ooh.
each other telepathically?
Nope.
Nope.
Ah,
Wait.
Probably the Sunday crew. I just give them kind of a look, like a questioning look, like, hey, we know stuff here.
I give an affirming nod.
All right, so seeing the nod, and after her, she mentioned she was curious about what happened there. I will tell the truth. Yeah, we were there when that explosion happened. That was our doing.
she turns around with a stunned look on her face. You created the explosion that rippled all the way from the base of the Underdark?
It was an accident, really. It was one lit cantrip set ablaze a huge methane explosion.
Yes. Imagine the absolute worst, horrid cesspool of a latrine. I mean, totally rank. There was so much pressure in there. And, well, if I do recall correctly, there was this hag that wanted to do some very nasty things to a friend of ours. He is no longer with us, unfortunately. But yes, it was him who had... Oh, what was the spell he used? I believe it was some sort of bonfire he created to quite literally create this massive explosion.
We thought it would take out just the outhouse. It took out the outhouse and everything above it.
Like I said, it was quite rank.
Shocked, appalled, and confused by all this, she just sort of, her shoulders slump down. She stares into the abyss and just mutters to herself, "Hundreds dead. So much trouble over goddamn toilet explosion. And they just keep coming up, the damn things."
Well, have you not tried to cap it? It is not a difficult task to do.
Normally that would be the easy solution, but something down there keeps moving the earth from their end, pushing it down farther. We theorized that eventually, with enough dirt being thrown in, they'd have nowhere left to move it to. But we've been at it for about a month now, and we don't seem to be making any headway.
It is a very deep hole.
Or they're moving it amongst their tunnels. There's no way for us to know. Every excursion sent down there is almost immediately blasted and assaulted by nearly 30 giant spiders. The best we can do is to keep them from coming up, with large defenses and a turret bay, almost manned 24/7.
A turret bay, you say?
Yes, and it seems we're going to have to build one of those here, again, which is just so exciting for the king, who's already been trying to get a larger expedition sent down as it is.
Well, that would
Well,
be a
if
quick,
you're-
safe way to go down. In fact, it would probably be a good spot to have a small outpost of sorts, or even a small town. If you really think about it, if you have someone there who is a blacksmith, someone who can tend to that stuff, while there are people who are also miners, there's plenty of things down there that could be mined out.
Yes, the industry of war always brings the salesmen, always brings the workers, and always brings the kids and the farm, and you just hope the wall never goes down, just like with the first location. Oh, it's just all so very expensive and must be done nearly overnight.
So
Well,
you said
to
that
tell
there are...
you, yeah.
you said
So
that-
this hole here is actually a little safer than the other one because there was a town here that was corrupted by a demon lord. We took care of the demon lord, so there's nothing here at the moment.
Her horse comes to a stop. She turns and makes extremely strong eye contact with you. You said what about a demon lord?
We killed
yeah.
it. Zuggtmoy.
Oh yeah, Zuggtmoy is no more. She was trying to come into this realm, and she was still in a fairly weakened state, taking a parts of different creatures from the Underdark, and we managed to, shall we say, dispose of her and her minions.
Persuasion check with advantage. You gotta beat a 20.
Oof. Nope.
She turns back around. Sounds like you just blew up another toilet. But I'm sure once we poke down there a bit, before all the monsters come and fill up the hole, maybe we'll find something.
I walk in front of her and I stare her down. I say, "Now listen here. I did not, quite literally, blow myself up. Took down a demon lord just for you to talk about going to the latrine."
She narrows her eyes at you. She looks you up and down. A wild tale told to her by a stranger. But there's so much insistence on it. And with the small child nearby with them, who's just oh so plucky, it's almost strange. It's almost mystifying to her, this scenario. I will not call you a liar again, but I cannot discern truth from your mouths alone. I will need to speak with you independently, individually, and as such, I will allow no more speaking along the trail. And if I detect any sort of telepathic speech, I will be furious. So basically the point is she needs to interview you each individually. So once you get there, you'll be split up, ask what happened, and if your stories match, you're good to go.
Well, I see no real reason as to why they wouldn't match. Some people might have, well,
Oh no. Oh no. Orbis is gonna embellish it.
oh boy.
Oh my god. Scarf, I wouldn't overthink it. Unless you want to try and telepathically speak to each other. Alright, just waiting to see. Well, you really don't want to pull out. You can't. I'm sorry. Plus, I think she'd notice if you just sprayed a bunch of fungus all over yourselves.
Here we are, just like putting on it. No, this is like a perfume of sorts, or a cologne. Yes.
Very musky cologne.
Meanwhile, there's Stool just sitting there, just basically getting patted around and passed around to everybody else.
Hi friends, how's it going? Where are we? It's exciting.
Alright, so after traveling the road for about an hour or two, instead of seeing what you expected to be a large wall with a giant castle behind it, as most kingdoms would be that way, you just see yourself cresting a hill, finally reaching the base of a mountain face, wherein the base of it lies a less than auspicious gate built directly into the surface of the rock itself. It's large enough for at least a small dragon to climb its way through, or have 4 carts ride side by side in and out. And as you're looking, you see that there are carts going in and out. It's not nearly four carts across, but there is heavy bustle and trade, with troops being moved in and out as well. The gates themselves are made of a wrought iron steel, with a bunch of embroiderments around it, depicting different dwarves and different dwarvish gods. A look of pride crosses the person leading you, whose name is written on a thing I have now moved, which is super great for me. Damn it, where'd it go? Alright. I think her name was Freya, so we're gonna just go with that. Freya smiles at you. Welcome, strange Underdark travelers, to Gauntlgrim, a city rebuilt from the ashes of its previous era, back when the Drow rose up from the ground to destroy this realm. Our king has returned, banished the Drow and its monsters to the depths below, and has rebuilt the city into its former glory. But now the Drow have been making strange moves, and with the explosion and this new hole here, assault seems almost a certainty rather than a fear. I will be taking you to the guard post to be interviewed, and then we will see what is to be made of you. And, alright. I'm going to take a moment to say, this is, do you want to go... How's everyone feeling right now?
Man, I'm feeling alright.
I
I would like.
I'm feeling good.
Borbus, go ahead.
I'm doing good, but I would like to at some point when I am awake to play the Lord Borbus card, and get myself a nice appointment, using my connections with the king to take my leave
Alrighty.
and ditch these losers.
You aren't led very far beyond the gates themselves until you see another large structure built directly into the walls of the mountain. It feels like you have a sense of claustrophobia hit you as you enter the mount again. It feels almost as if you're climbing back into the Underdark you've spent weeks, if not months, down there already trying to escape from. However, there's no escaping from this spot, at least not currently, without a long rest for you spellcasters. And you make your way inside. Guards push their way back and forth, as well as a couple of, mostly made up, the makeup of this crew for the most part is dwarves, a few Durgar, very, very few, a number of elves, half-elves, humans, and the occasional bugbear and orc can be seen moving around this space. Some of them with their wrists tied, and some of them with official armor and gear on. You're each led into individual rooms and are awaiting to speak with someone. Borbus, as you wake up, you find yourself with your wrists tied to a table. The table seems to have been whittled down into the floor itself.
Whittled down.
I was trying to think of a way to say that they used Move Earth to basically just fuse it with their Earth.
So they basically anchored it.
Yes.
They what is the Japanese like wood inserting art called? Tensoring?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
I think it was just called splinters.
What?
Sorry.
Wells, you're breaking up.
Wells, you're breaking up with us?
I couldn't handle this partner's relationship. Just mine here.
So, Wells is going through a time vortex?
Yes, Wells, you are exceptionally choppy, like, ununderstandable choppy.
I wouldn't say ununderstandable. We got several syllables. We got
Joinery. It's called joinery.
Ah, yes.
My mic sounds nice. Check one.
Hey! There we
Hey,
go.
your mic sounds nice. Check two.
Oh, that time warp was really weird, guys. Anyways, why is everyone 50
Climate
years older?
change.
We've been
Oh.
sitting here For 50 years waiting for you. I haven't slept since the year, whatever it is, 2021. It is now 50 years into the future, so 2071. Almost on this exact date and time. Where have you been?
Dude, totally rad time warp. Oh, sorry, I'm doing Torgilo, the half-orc bard, or half-orc barbarian.
Totally rad. Alright, anyways, go on.
Kids these days and their time warps.
Borbus, it isn't long until a familiar face, Helena, comes back into the room, this time without her helmet even on, but her full armor is still on.
Is your name Helena, Freya,
Helena,
Rachel, Phoebe?
my name's Helena. I'm sorry that you were stabbed by my guard, but you did try to flee into a lake.
No, I just wanted to take a nice swim.
Well, I could understand that after being trapped in the Underdark for how long was it again that you said you were down there?
I don't know.
Hint, the real answer for you is 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So that would be 18 days. So 6 days. Wait, 7 days.
Oh, so just 1 week then?
No, 3.
3 days?
Hold on. Wait, I gotta do the math. Now that the number system has changed. 24 days.
Oh, wow. And were you there when the explosion happened in the toilet?
It was an explosion in a toilet? I know it was Taco Tuesday at one point, but I didn't realize it had that much of an effect.
Tell me, what do they celebrate on Taco Tuesday in the Underdark? Is it something about Loeth?
But what?
You said that they celebrate Taco Tuesday in the Underdark. I must know more about their cultures.
Oh, yes. So a taco is this hard shell. And you put vegetables in it.
She's taking vigorous
Or
notes.
Or meat. Yes, I'm definitely not a vegetarian. Yes, of course. Borbus is a meat eater. The person who knows Borbus is not.
Not a vegetarian, hmm? Damn. If you were, that would almost guarantee you weren't from the Underdark. That would have that would have cleared you entirely.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
I'm kidding. She's taking a few more notes. You know, she's asking about the story and what's going on, and then she says, "So this Zuggtmoy, was it? How did it die?"
Why, I don't remember much, but one of my lizard servants produced a very big flame, and that flame kind of, well, I guess it burnt Zuggtmoy to a crisp.
And if there was something important military-wise you'd say about the Underdark, what would you think that is?
Well, I don't know much about the military assets of the Underdark, but, I guess they're pretty strong. No match for me, of course. Maybe you should make me your general. What do you say?
Are you
Do
of
I have a job?
Are you of some sort of higher learning? Are you a part of the army?
I'm, in a sense, yes. I have an army.
You are a lord.
Ah, Lord Borbus, at your service. Well, not at your service. You're at mine, of course.
Lord?
Hey, guys, do you see Scarf's comment? He's having problems with the active game chat for some reason.
Oh, so should we go general then?
Let's try it out.
Hello. Hopefully
My mic
this
sounds nice.
works.
Check 1.
Your mic sounds nice. Check 2.
Thunderbutt's mic sounds nice. Check 3. Hey!
There we
Sounds
go.
good. Check 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Check one, check one.
Borbus sounded good, and Zero sounded good.
So, are you Borbus of House Bellyup?
Yes, that would be me. I am Borbus Billiup.
We sent a tax collector to your kingdom last week. A servant who was a cabinet answered the door, and when we told him we were the taxman, he said, quote, "Fuck the economy," and slammed the door in his face. So,
I
being
trained
gone
them
3
well.
weeks sounds right. Okay.
You know, I trained these servants well. Exactly. Fuck the economy.
Thank you very much, Lord Bellyup. That will be enough.
I mean, they're coming up with fake numbers just to take more of my gold from me.
Yes, yes, I see that in your note about the numbers now. Thank you very much. And she leaves you in the room for some time when she pops into Boziro's room. Alright, we've got the person who's at least somewhat civilized, not running into the water. I just spoke with Lord Bellyup. I didn't realize you were traveling with royalty. Did you travel with him the entire time?
Oh, no. We've only just met up with him. Oh, what was it? About 5 days ago, I believe it was. I'm sorry, I didn't quite remember your name. What was it?
I am Helena.
Helena.
I've written over the word so many times, I can't read it.
You mean Freyna?
Helena. Right. It is a pleasure to meet you, Helena. It is rather claustrophobic in here, so if you don't mind, if we can make this as brief as possible, I'd much... Granted, while I am appreciating the safety of the walls, I do like a bit more room to move around.
Okay, so would you be honest with standard questioning then?
Oh, no, I can roleplay it.
Oh, okay, sorry. Just since we...
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Being out down there for so long could be quite difficult. So I must ask, you said you met with a demon lord and you killed her. How were you able to manage that?
Well, I could go in with the whole story of all the events leading up. Mainly the part that would be the... Well, okay, so... Yeah, basically talking about the whole part leading up to, basically going there, things happening, leaving, coming back to try and remedy them, and then the whole thing with being surrounded at death's door, then casting fireball on self to miraculously pop back up. And at that point, all I happened to see was the flames that once spread out from what was centered on myself out into throughout, like, the entire area that was sort of this death and decay, this black ooze of sorts, and went straight to Zuggtmoy and up and through her, and she sort of burst into flames, and then everything started to crumble down and go and return back into the earth. And quite literally, everything in the area became nothing but death and decay. Hence why the big hole, I do believe so, came basically more or less the ceiling of the Underdark, or the ground of the overworld here, came crashing down.
So the demon lords are still incubating. This means that we need to hurry our efforts. Thank you. Fascinating. Ah, they don't just...
Right. The
At least you killed one of them, right? There can't be that many down there.
Oh, let me recall. Oh yes, we have taken down one. I am unsure of exactly how many are down there, but I know we have observed two others.
Do you know which ones they are?
Well, I do believe one was this very large, came out from the water of this fish tribe, the Croatoa. I'm not entirely sure if you are familiar with Croatoa. I had only really studied about them until going down into the Underdark. An entirely unrelated expedition, but I was glad to have the opportunity to observe them. But yes, they seem to have summoned this very large creature that they called a demi-gugu. However, I have not found anything in in any of the texts that I can recall of that really talk about a demi-gugu. However, now that I think about it, they might be talking about a demi-gorgon, in which case one has not been seen in this area for, well, millennia.
Yes, well, we were worried that that might have been the case, considering there was a very large increase in Demogorgon cults that have popped up recently. There's always madness cults, you see, but to have over a dozen of them individually organizing, it's been shocking. His influence must be radiating from the soil itself. This is good to know. Thank you.
Right.
Okay. And if you had one thing militarily to know about this Underdark, what would you say?
While the common riff-raff, if you will, are absolutely nothing that a small squad would normally not have to deal with, do not underestimate the other creatures of the Underdark. There are very tight quarters that you may have to deal with. However, there are a few spots, such as where the big hole in the ground is now out here, where one could actually set up some sort of ranged defenses. Or offenses, depending on the position.
Yes, we have a similar setup in our other areas. Thank you, though. Alright, and with that, she gives you something of a nod. Go ahead.
Where are we in relation to... Oh god, and I can't quite remember the name, but basically the university that I'm a part of. How far away is that from here?
You're actually not very far off. I would say probably about a 10-day journey from here. On foot, even. You could get there in 6 days on a horse.
That is good to know.
Alright, and she's going to leave you be and go over to see Scarf, the small child who's been allowed to keep his lute, or lyre. Now, hello there, sweetie. I'm so sorry you've had to go through all this trouble, but it seems some of the gentlemen that you were traveling with have created a bit of a stir in the Underdark down there. I hope that you're comfortable. Are you feeling all right? Very good, very good. I'm happy to hear that. Now, Scarf, dear, I need to know, what were you doing traveling with all those men? They seemed quite scary and dangerous. She has a confused, quizzical moment for a bit, and then asks, "Are you scared to talk to me because I'm a stranger? Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. I thought it was okay. We had met earlier. I'm Helena. I'm the captain of the guard. Oh, no? Oh, I'm sorry. Can you tell me your name, maybe? Do you know where your parents are? Oh, Scarf. I can call you Scarf? Alright then, Scarf. I'm going to look to see if I can find someone who can understand you easier. Is that going to be okay? Alright, she disappears out the door and comes back a few minutes later with a guy in wizard robes. Yes, I can speak to anyone telepathically. Oh, hello there, small child. How can I... Wait, why are you arresting children, Helena? I'm not arresting children. I'm just holding children temporarily to make sure they're safe. Here, quickly, cast telepathic mind with this one. I want to make sure that he's not in any immediate danger. Alright, you're gonna feel a bit of a magic wave over your skull for a second, but just let me on in and I'll be able to hear everything you're saying, okay? I was gonna ask if you want to maybe resist the spell or not. It's up to you. Scarf is indecisive. Ooh, it's okay though. I'm watching squirrels eat. Uh, no, I'm saying he wants to cast the spell, but do you want to resist it? Because there's a difference between you letting him try it on you and it not working versus him trying on you and you being like, no, I don't want it. Okay, so he easily pushes into your brain, and while you think maybe you hear a few jumbled voices from him, he hears nothing from you. The wizard gets frustrated and casts the spell on Helena, who gets very pissed for a second and smacks him across the face. I told you not to do that without asking permission. I just need to test it. I can't hear anything from the kid. Helena gets a little upset and leaves the room with the man. She's gone for quite a bit longer before she shows up with somebody else who seems to know what they're doing with common and sign language. Well, is this going to work for you, this little one here? Yes, hello. Can you just tell me, what are you doing with these dangerous people in the Underdark? I just want to make sure they haven't tried to hurt you or put you in any danger. Oh, that's a strong description. Oh, I'm sorry. That's so disappointing to hear. And could you tell me, they said some truly outlandish things about some sort of demon lord. According to them, it's the one that's all about death and decay, which is terrifying. I'm sure you didn't see anything like that, did you? But if you did, could you describe what happened to me, at least briefly? Oh, you were helpful with all you had with you was a small. Anyway, oh, a scary mushroom, you say? Well, it would make sense for her to hole up in a mushroom grove. That's still, though, to kill a demon god, even if they're incubating alone, that's terrifying. Yes, we've heard of myconoids before. We've only had a few sightings of them. They don't like to travel too close to the surface, where we do some occasional trade and discovery missions. Huh. Fascinating. She takes a note that she'll want to speak about those at length later. That's fascinating. The Drow are very keen at stealing people from the surface and enslaving them down below. It's horrifying that they had to endure that, but they seem to have made themselves free, which is really rather honorable. Well, it sounds like you were a very brave boy, Scarf, so thank you so much for helping them. She's good now, so she thanks you for that. She does leave the translator in order to get better description of myconoids from you, as there is very limited knowledge on that. And she's going to pop into Wells' room, who is muted currently, FYI.
Yes, I did know.
All right. Well. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. What was your name again?
Wells Stormhelm.
Ha! I said Wells. Ha! Anyways, so Wells, what were you doing in the Underdark?
Well, started out by being enslaved by Drow, but with some help of some other prisoners, we were able to topple a guard post and escape.
Held by a Drow slaver. Do you remember the priestess's name?
Yeah, Ilvara. We took care of her just before finding you.
What do you mean you took care of Ilvara? She is one of the high priestesses of Loeth. She's one of the highest members of government in Menzobaranza.
Correct, and we killed her.
An astonished look as she frivolously writes notes down. The note being, ask more questions. I need to know more.
Yeah, just have your guards. If they hop on down where we popped out, they'll see your corpse.
Yes, I actually have been lucky enough to have some guards to send down there, and as long as they come up unaccosted, I will be able to confirm most of these things. Ooh. Looking at her note, she looks back to you. What would you say is the most dangerous demon lord you face that we would have to come up against should we venture into the Underdark?
Most dangerous one. Well, we've encountered 3. We killed the one, Zuggtmoy. That was just where he found us. And we just barely escaped from, I don't know, the locals were calling it a demigugu, demogorgon. I don't know, I couldn't catch the real name.
I see. I see.
Yep. And we also saw a third one one member really had a good chat with him, but I couldn't really pick up any of it. It seemed like a weird tea time or something. But regardless, he chatted. I think that was Orcus. But the most dangerous one was the Demigorgon one, because we almost died.
I see. I see. Fascinating. Now, if you were to go back there and travel in the Underdark, what tip would you give travelers in order to stay the safest?
Don't die. Keep your ears open. Don't eat the glowing mushrooms.
What was that about glowing mushrooms?
Yeah, these glowing mushrooms supposedly can bring people back to life, but they also make your mind go funny. Actually, if you look at the blue dragonborn, he's got something in his heart right now.
The Dragonborn has something in his heart that has to do with the glowing mushrooms in the Underdark.
It is a glowing mushroom, and it brought him back.
Back from where?
Well, he died. Twice.
And you used the magic of the Underdark to bring him back?
The mushroom specifically, but yes, correct.
Frivolous note-taking happens before turning back. I will be sending a botanist to speak with you in a moment, but if there's one advice you give the military before going down, what would that advice be?
Every drow we met tried to kill us or enslave us.
That's the drow for you. Thank you very much. Talking with your team has been indescribably helpful. I must speak with my superiors on this.
Hey, will we get our equipment back soon? Because I know you took it for your safety, but you seem pretty safe now.
We are going to escort you outside to one of our local taverns just on the roadway. We're going to hold on to your weapons for a bit longer, just to be sure, until our forward party returns from the Underdark. But afterwards, we will more than happily give you back your equipment.
I'm sorry, you're saying you're keeping our stuff while moving us to a secondary location.
Yes, to the Twisted Inn. It's just right outside of the gates itself, on the twisted tree that is formed from all the magic that swirls around this area. It's really a rather nice location. One of your companions was getting a bit claustrophobic. I figured you wouldn't want to be underground any longer than needed.
All right, okay. I'm a little sketched out right now. Well, this is me as player. A little sketched out because, oh yeah, moving you to a second location without weapons.
Suddenly, all of you can hear frantic shouting and yelling going on as the door is knocked on for each of your places, and a guard opens up. Hey! 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 The translator lets you know that you'll very easily be able to find some smith tools, so you'll be able to get that to happen. Meanwhile, a bit of a panic stirs up, and you see a man enter in the room and just go, "Hey, these guys had some sort of bucket with them, but it's kind of acting weird. Things keep coming out of it and then scuttling around." Each of you are pulled out of your rooms and pulled into a conference room where just outside a set of windows you can see that there's basically mass chaos going in the room, with a Quaggoth tearing up a much of the place, a couple of Durgars and Darrow kind of skulking around trying not to be captured, and a pair of very rat-like looking dudes just trying not to be kidnapped. And you also see all of Scarf's gear sitting in a backpack on the ground. It seems somebody flipped upside down the bucket, as there's also a lot of water pouring out of it, too.
Oh, we didn't say anything about that, did we?
We had one of our mages checking it quite thoroughly, and then when he gave it too much of a shake, an arm grabbed onto him, he panicked and pulled out, and a lot of things came with him, and they keep coming out. What is this hell you've brought into my guard tower?
There were people still in the bucket.
weren't there? Out of game?
Yeah, all the people we hired, because we hired them for a gold piece a week. They're all in the bucket still.
Oh my god.
I thought they were in the HQ in the chest.
Well, they went with us, but the chest is at HQ, so we can hop through the bucket to HQ at any time.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Never mind then. That chaos isn't happening, but you have been brought to a conference room. Explain that you're about to be going to a tavern, and there isn't chaos happening.
Sorry, I just had this weird fever dream. Like, there were people running around, and buckets were being dumped full of water. It's very odd.
Quagots and Darrow. You know, I had a good taro shake the other day.
Do you need me to go get some help for any of you? Perhaps mental health?
No, but I would go for some ginger tea. We fought a ginger root the other day. Not the other day, actually, right now. A couple of hours ago.
Are you sure you're feeling good, eh? You know, perhaps some Earl Grey could do you some good.
So, Helena speaks candidly with each of you. I've made a fraction of what you know to blah, 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 blah. I've let my boss know a little bit more information, some of the things you've told me, and while he believes some of your stories are far-fetched, I believe even the parts that you've overthought blah, blah, blah. My brain is doing the wrong things. They're all backflipping in my brain.
Are you hallucinating too?
So I spoke to my boss, and he said he wants to hear more about what you have. If you'd be willing to stay in Gauntlgrim for at least a week or two for
Grindelwald?
debriefing. Gauntlgrim, thank you very much.
Grimgar?
Grimdark? Gauntlgrim? If you'd be willing to stay here in town with us for the next 2 weeks, your gear will be returned, and you will be housed and fed at no cost to your own, lest all the information you're willing to give up, of course.
I could use some proper meals.
It has been quite a while. Why has it not?
I'm not supposed to be saying this, but I believe this information will go to King Brenor's ear himself. He may wish to speak with you at the end of this rest. If that seems too much for you, I would understand. I would appreciate you to staying at least another day or so for a debrief, and you'll be left on your way. But if you are willing to stick around, King Brenor himself may have cause to bask you in his very presence. The choice is yours.
Well, it would seem that as a scholar myself, would be most pleased to be graced with his presence of another scholar.
I'll see him when we play our monthly poker.
Oh, you are actually a lord, aren't you? And
Actually, I
thought
don't know if
you were...
that's true. Does the king play poker?
The king does like to gamble. He's about to make a very big gamble, in fact.
Ah, yes.
Oh my.
Then our monthly poker.
Oh, so you are actually a lord. And here I thought you've just been joshing us.
Joshing? Why would I be, I don't know, acting like one of a set of brothers?
Like Drake's brother.
Yeah, there we go. It took me a long time to investigate my memories.
Are you sure he's a lord still? That was a very, long-winded lie there.
Lie?
As long as his arms, perhaps.
Oh,
Oh,
quite long indeed. You know what they say about a bugbear's arms?
There.
long legs.
Sure. Let's go with that.
I think Scarf wants to say something, and he has also kicked Wells in the knee.
Oh, I was on the
Mhm.
Discord one, not that one. Okay.
Okay.
Knee pain.
Oh,
Well.
What is it,
ouch!
Scarf?
Ow! Oh, the food. Well, you did as good as you can with Underdark ingredients. I mean, if it wasn't for you, it would be much, much worse.
Certainly.
And I'm assuming if you have the same ingredients as up here, you would do even better.
Yes, in fact, I am quite looking forward to what young Scarf here can whip up. And I pat Scarf on the head.
Well, I am quite excited myself, but it's a shame, for I don't think I'll be staying very long. I've got some, what do you call it? I have to do my, like, taxes, and I have to take care of the castle and my village. Something about a food shortage.
Okay, you really ham up the Lord thing. A Lord admitting they pay taxes?
Hey, I didn't say I didn't pay taxes. I just said that they charge too much by making up fake numbers.
You keep talking about these fake numbers. What are these fake numbers you keep speaking of? Because I am unsure of what these fake numbers that you speak of. After all, I do not believe that there are any faux numerals out there in the world.
Well, somebody named a number after a piece of dessert. Extremely fake, if you ask me.
And what dessert would that be?
I believe it would be a tart?
A tart.
A tart. Yes. It's round and circular, so they use it to help deal with circles. You know, tart R squared.
I think he's talking about
Ah,
pie.
yes.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Oh. All right.
Well,
So,
there's enough of this nonsense. Zelda? Freyna? Rachel? Sorry, I forgot your name already.
I put the piece of paper away.
It's
Freyla.
Helena.
Helena.
Elena.
Elena.
Helena.
Sorry, was it Curtis? Curtis. Right. Curtis.
Sorry, my friends call me Hagatha. Oh my god.
Well,
Agatha.
it has been, you have been, although a bit, forward with us, I guess it is, as we have been quite, forward with you, I must, continue to move forward, and I would like I would like to thank you for your hospitality of offering us this this fine establishment to stay in while we wait for the for this audience you wish us to have.
Very good. Very good. And
Oh, can I have my greatsword back?
yes, absolutely. And with a wave, all of your components and weapons are given back to you. Except for Scarf, who just gets a single knife given back to him. And the bucket as well.
Ah, yes. Restrict the
And it
child.
wasn't actually like a proper dagger; it was like a kitchen knife,
Butter
No.
knife.
a butter knife.
It's like one of those clay knives that they give to children with their like when they play house sets.
It's just one of those plastic
what
ones
about-
with like the rounded tip.
Yeah, yeah.
And the bucket, if you don't mind.
Alrighty. So with that, we are going to officially end the session. We'll take some time to talk about afterwards the next steps. But yeah, Borbus has got to get back to his castle. It's apparently on what?
Yeah, real quick. The backpack in the bucket, and the bucket itself.
I think that stayed in the bucket.
Yes, it stayed in the bucket.
Okay, we
there
are
was no
getting the bucket
chaos.
back, right?
We did.
You are getting the bucket back, yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
Before I leave the tavern, I will look to Wells, Baziro, and Scarf and go, "Ah, our wonderful journey in the Underdark was quite, what should I say, exhilarating. And you were, albeit good temporary servants. I still probably would have preferred maybe like a teapot, but, you know, you work. And that's quite a big compliment. You know, your name could go very far where I live. Well, sorry, my name can go very far. But, you know, if you told a story, maybe they'll believe you. Anyways, I'm going to write down on this slip of paper that you guys did something. And maybe it will come of use. Oh, and also, I was actually in the Underdark looking for some kind of enchantress. You happen to know any? She was ugly. She kind of smelled of, like, feces and methane. And she came to my castle one day and said, "Ooh, try to give me, you know, some lodging, won't you?" And I said, "No, you're too ugly." And then she turned me from a human lord into a bugbear. Well, that was, of course, after another enchantress had turned me from a bugbear from which I was born into a human. It's a complicated story, don't worry about it. Basically, the point is, I'm looking for that kind of power. So I forget what her name was, but I believe it rhymed with some mystery novel writer about trains and expresses and other things. Christie, and then something, maybe a ha in there, I don't remember. Basically, but if she is alive, I would really love to meet her. So if you ever hear about a kind of witch or enchantress that fits that description, please do come to my castle and tell me. All right.
As soon as I hear about her and if she's alive, I will come straight over.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. I knew I could count on all of you.
Shouldn't take
Well?
more than 7 days.
It shouldn't, but, you know, the real world is weird. All right, then. Well, we had a lot of good memories. I will bid you all adieu. Oh, and because I won't be needing it anymore, I suppose... Actually, I do want to keep this chest. It's quite nice. Actually, I'm going to keep everything, because I like my stuff. Okay, bye-bye. And then I walk out of the tavern.
All right. Well, I thought we've had several encounters with him where he almost killed us, we almost killed him. I'm just glad it didn't have to end that way.
Oh, Borbus is going to have quite the surprise when he gets back to his castle and opens the chest.
There's the 3 kobolds are still inside.
Hey, if they break out now and stab him, they can kill him.
Oh my god, could you imagine on the road there's just Borbus's corpse with a bunch of kobold footprints running away?
Or maybe when you come to Borbus's castle, the kobolds will be part of the family.
Roll for
Yes.
it.
Hello, I am the tall kobold. How can I help you? Yes, I like my trench coat too.
You
Thank
did
you.
give him a trench coat.
That's true. That is true. All right. This will probably be my this is my last session. So I am retiring from the Abyss module, and I truly did have fun playing Matthias and Borbus. I was hoping that Borbus and Matthias were more distinct in personality in the way that I played them, but
I think you got there
I'm
by
still
the
happy.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun
Yeah,
playing
some
with you,
similarities, yeah. But yes, very fun to play with you.
and I'm very glad that
And-
you were able to make it to this big halfway point, which is the end point for some people with this module. So this works
Oh.
out great.
Yeah. Thanks. Now I've got like all this. I have to do like actual adulting stuff, like finding apartments and like
Yeah,
all that crap.
I feel you. But
Okay.
thank you so much for coming out today. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, I'm heading out. See everyone.
Yep. See you up.
All right.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Wait.
All right. Now that he's finally gone. I'm kidding. Oh God, could you imagine? I just started like shit talking him the second he was out of the room. Oh God, there are people that do that for real. Oh.
Yeah, that's just rude.
That is true.
All right. So I'm gonna go from push to talk to the regular kind. There's nothing for me to hide.
Uh-oh.
Whew. Yes, he was a very good RPer. He was very fun to have on the team. And now we hit a crossroads. So the module didn't make this clear early on. I only really learned it about 2 months ago. But the main point of the module is to fight demon lords. There is a narrative. Sorry, Bozir, I keep seeing you go green. Are you trying to say something?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Just want to be sure. Yeah, so a lot of it is about fighting demon lords. Although nothing in the first 6 chapters really has anything to do with fighting demon lords. I mean, it gives you opportunities to run into them occasionally, like we did at Neverlight Grove, but it doesn't want you to fight them. I mean, the obvious answer is, oh, they have really high health and they have all their legendary skills, so of course they wreck people's shit. Which is why I came up with the whole Zuggtmoy weakness version, because I was like, why not let them fight them while they're incubating? They were just summoned here. They're probably weak as shit. But that's just me having issues with the module and how it's written in general. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think he's leaving the server, Scarf, so hopefully he will be at least able to play some one-shots in the future once he's got his life resorted in his next stage. Going back to what I was saying before, though. So at this point, essentially what we're doing is regrouping on the surface, going about our own lives, and then diving our way back down into it after some time has passed. So there's some time skip mechanic stuff that comes into play. But then, the weirdest irony is that you just... Okay. The game does not have a way built into it to individually go after demon lords. It just doesn't exist in the module, which is so stupid to me. So what I'm kind of wrapping around to say is, we can keep doing the module, and I'll just have to read a shitload more of it to see if I'm wrong. I don't think I am, but it's like... It's almost frustrating in terms of how it is. But how is everyone feeling with the module? Because we have been playing for about 6 months now, and I don't want to seem like I'm not okay with doing it. I am. We just need to find somebody else, which means risking, like, not finding the right person to play with us.
I could play split personality.
That's
You do that already.
Shh. who says that Bazero isn't my alter personality.
Oh my.
I mean, I keep talking about knowing you IRL, but come on. Strangers on the internet knowing each other? Please.
Yeah, like totally.
Yeah, no, I mean, he is a pain in the ass. And they do give you a lighter version of the Demogorgon that's less brutal, but he's still, like, the fucking Demogorgon. He's hard to kill.
But yeah, realistically, the Demogorgon was the #1 feared monster, creature, demon, whatever, of first edition. It has been the legend kind of deal. It was basically the Tarrasque of 5e. You know?
Yeah.
So first edition, like if you ran into the Demogorgon, it was like we're about to die.
So you're saying we should take out that punk ass bitch right now?
Yeah, I think we need a few more tricks up our sleeves before we could probably
Hey, we have mercenaries. Just throw them at him.
pop through the bucket and be like, "Hey, everybody, who wants to fight? We got ourselves. We're going to go on a hunting expedition." Yeah, all right, let's go. Pop through. All right, here we are, and it's the Demogorgon, and just watch them all. They're gonna do one of two things: either gonna look at it and just be like, "Oh fuck," and try and run away, or they'll succumb to the madness of it.
Oh my
Or
God.
they'll be like, "Yeah, let's kill this thing," which, or all three for some of them, you know.
Well, just fight her by yourself, and then you'll kill it. That's how we did it last time.
Yeah, I don't know how many more times that trick is gonna work. Honestly, I went into that totally expecting to die until all of a sudden I was reading through, going, "Wait a minute, I have this ability as a necromancer. If anything dies, I live."
Worked out for you.
It did, but honestly, outside of maybe a one shot, and I've never even done it in a one shot, it is the way, you know, the cast fireball on self is like the butt of all jokes kind of deal. And it only made sense in that moment to do it. Figure, well, if I'm gonna die on my own terms. This is how I go, in a blaze of glory. And then I come back to life. It's like, oh, well, here I thought I was gonna die, and I'm still living.
Task failed successfully.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, that was really, like, I'm going to be writing a green text story about it in the next week or so, because it really just, like, take the meme and make it actually work. Brilliant.
I've talked to a couple of people that are like, oh yeah, it totally works. It's totally a great way to go. And I'm going, are you nuts? Like, just go around casting fireball on myself. Cool. You're in the center. Just run into the middle of something, cast fireball on yourself, and just hope you don't die. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a great strategy.
Okay.
I just had a bad idea for a character build. Anyways.
Oh god, you're gonna make a suicide bomber. That's what you're gonna do.
It's not suicide if you live afterward.
Oh, Jesus.
It's practically suicide. It's semi-suicide.
My
Not if you're still standing.
There's just this, you know, this humanoid walking around because that's just consistently just charred to the point where you can't actually tell what race it is unless you like really look close, because it's just he's just been casting fireball on himself the whole time at different levels.
That's what the Tasha's custom lineage is for.
Oh, my God.
We don't know what he is. You don't need to.
He just walks around and explodes everywhere. We just hope that we're not near him when he explodes. But usually he goes running headlong into things, so we don't have to worry about it too much.
Never stand next to that man ever.
yeah. Just be like, he's friendly enough once you piss him off, and don't be within 20 feet of him. I actually made a stick that is exactly 20 feet long so that I can stay outside of his range.
Yeah, right.
If he gets too close, I poke him with the stick.
Just glue two 10-foot poles together. Problem solved.
Exactly. Oh god, now you're giving me ideas. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, yeah! Bust through the wall.
So I got to bring it back to here because we got to figure. I want to figure out what to do for next week.
Okay.
So, do you guys want to keep going with us three, or should I be finding one or two more people to add on to this? Or, potentially, do you want to maybe try a different module? Because this is technically an ending winning point. This is a very high note for this type of campaign to end, I'd say.
Yeah, because of... just thinking out loud here. Because if we're going to go hunting demon lords, you really want a good, solid team to do it with that you know how to synergize well with. If we just start hunting demon lords, and I feel like we need extra people to help out with that.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, and then if we could strike gold and find someone who's perfect, but also there's a higher chance of finding someone who doesn't work out as well.
Yes, we are a very niche kind of group.
Yes. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because, like, it worked out with us just being 4 people for a while, especially because I'm not great at making combat too difficult, so it's not like I was going to accidentally TPK you guys anytime.
Except when you have a 60-foot cliff.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, damn those clips.
That scared me off a lot early on.
Yeah, that was what, my second session with you guys?
Second session,
Yeah.
you
Second
double
session.
that one and brain yourself.
Oh, I'm just like, did I just kill this guy I just met? Like, are you kidding me right now? Oh, why is my dog?
I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I guess I'm dead. And then, oh, I'm alive again? What is this? Oh, okay. Here's a mechanic of this, here's a mechanic I didn't know about. All right, cool.
Yeah, Scarf says he's fine with 4 people. It's great for a balanced team, and you have to try people out and see.
Okay. Bender, is it raining? Why are you pacing? All right.
So, if you were to think of another module, what would you even think of?
I don't know. That's tough. I just finished up Tomb of Annihilation, playing it this weekend, and I kind of want to run it almost because I know how I would run that module now. Yeah, I guess I haven't put a shitload of thought into it. I just... Woo! Yeah, I haven't thought about it too much, and my brain is quite foggy right now, so I don't know what to say at this point. But I guess what I will say is, we can still do a session with 3 people next week. That kind of charts shit that will happen. You know what? Here, just give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I want to go clear my plate and splash some water in my face. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'll be here. Oh, Scarf is recommended campaign, but I think you left already.
Are you suggesting that we go into his homebrewed world? Oh, Tales from the Yawning Portal. Oh, I didn't even give that a thought. heard a lot of good things about Tales of the Yawning Portal. Yeah, I haven't actually. I've only like, I think maybe seen one, maybe two, things from the Yawning Portal, but but I've heard a lot more good things about it. So
Yeah, Tales from the Yawning Portal has what 5 or 6 adventures in there. I know one of the newer ones, the Candlekeep. What is it? What's it called? Candlekeep Mysteries. That's it. Essentially, it's a one-shot for each level. Like there's one for level 1, one for 2, so on and so forth to 20.
okay.
So, but I'm not sure if he has it or not, and I'm not sure what he owns.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, he does have a Patreon now.
True. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to ask him too, is because we're doing a lot of stuff on his server, and he's doing a lot of games. So maybe consider doing Discord or boosting the server so that he has better audio quality.
Oh.
Because I know, and my one with my cousin that I'm playing, we were doing it in person before COVID, and then COVID hit, so we were trying online, and at first our connections weren't the best. We cut out a lot, just wasn't as good of an experience. But with a little more experience figuring it out, getting better mics, and also my brother boosted the server. So, and we've had very few dropped calls or very few moments where it's really spotty. So, yeah.
Okay. So are we thinking the Tales of the Yawning Portal suggestion, or
I
we
mean,
could even we
yeah,
are in
so
a magical
yeah.
place, and there is the Twisted Tree. What if it was like a Tales from the Twisted Tree?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, and then that way we're still in this same world, this same module, if you will. But then it's like kind of like the side quests.
Yeah, because especially if it's going to yeah, if we want to do that and keep hunting demons, yeah, demon lords.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's also someone coming in with a level 7 character too. We do gotta keep that in mind.
Nope, they start at level 1 like the rest of us did. Okay, fine, I'm the only one here who started at level 1. Yeah, because you started at level 2, and Scarf started at level 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3.
I'm here.
All right.
Oh, sorry, well, we weren't talking about you at all, Bender. Nope.
I was
Nope.
kind of hoping you were to a certain extent, but okay.
All right. So, we did a little bit of talking. Hear us out. You're familiar with the Tales from the Yawning Portal, correct?
Tales from the what?
Tales from the Yawning Portal.
I don't know that at all.
Okay, so it's kind of like doing, kind of like a series of one-shots, but all kind of like in one book. So I believe so they were like in the original Dragon Heist world, and you could use as kind of like stand-ins between to kind of give you time to prepare. So, here we are in the same world. We're obviously in a magical area, and Tales from the Yawning Portal was a tavern. Well, there's this Twisted Tree Tavern place that you were talking about here. What if we did kind of a Tales from the Twisted Tree, kind of a spin-off of that, and then it also kind of gives a good way to find people to come in and see if we jive with them.
Okay. So essentially, people can come in and do a one-shot with us, and it's like a tryout.
Yeah. Still in the same world, but kind of along that same lines of a one-shot, or a very elaborate side quest.
I'm curious to see what this thing that'll give me a lot of work will be that Scarf's talking about. Will you also have downtime now?
In-game downtime, yeah.
Yeah, like not constantly getting chased on the run kind of deal.
Yeah, trying to craft things, try to find leads on information, not just going to kill things that are trying to kill us.
Actually trying to communicate more in sign language, which was something that we kind of started doing before.
Crafting some spell components that have gold piece costs to them.
Yep.
Because Buzir and I both have components that we want to fashion.
That is true.
Actually, one of them I'll need your help with, Buziro, because I'll need the Eye of an Undead.
That is true. And after a long rest, I can help with that.
What, you can't do that right now? How dare you?
It's a 3rd level spell, and I have no 3rd or 4th level spell slots left.
I punch you. If you won't help me, no one will help me. Wait, where did I get this gun from?
That's amazing.
That looks like it'll be the best weapon in the game. Oof.
Rolls a nat 1. Misfire!
Oh, God. Roll
Click.
20 d20s. Let's see which part of your body you
Okay.
shot.
Shot himself in the foot.
Haha, you failed successfully.
I take 201 damage.
It's a flesh
That was a
wound.
Yeah, that's a nasty shot to the foot.
Wow.
So, while yes, it might be a little bit more work on your end, to maybe ease that up, what if, I know you've done several other one-shots or had other one-shots lined up that are kind of more for your homebrewed world, but what if you kind of took those and then maybe tweaked them a little bit or keep them the same? And it's just like, you go through this portal and like, yeah, there's something going on here. You go through this portal, you do this one-shot thing, then you come back into the twisted
Twisted
tree.
in.
Yeah. Just like the Yawning Portal, where you're in this tavern, and then there are these portals you go through on these adventures.
You know the way I would flavor that, though, is that you're in the tavern, and then, the fire newt shows up. He's like, I need help. And you're, like, confused, but as soon as you open the door, oh no, you're in Hozon. And then you take your trip, you do your quest, and you get back into town, you visit the tavern to have some drinks, the door closes, and it opens again. Oh, hey, guys, there's a time cult that needs dealing with. We found these explosive arrows in the back. You want to go party?
Yeah, woo! Yeah, so just speaking of the
I
Tales of the Yawning
light the
Portal,
entire barrel of bomb arrows on fire.
Are you standing next to the barrel you're currently lighting on fire?
Fuck it, I can't fireball on myself to light the barrel on fire with all the bomb arrows.
Don't worry, there's one dude in the room with you, so you're gonna get his health from all this.
Yes!
This guy named is Steve. He's a gambler. He owes everyone a lot of money. He volunteered to come with me to do this cool fireworks thing, bro. Just stand here and look at the wall.
And here I thought he would have, his name would have been Kenny.
Oh god, Kenny would have been better.
You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run.
Yeah.
And definitely
Yes.
want to run when that fireball's going off.
Yeah, so just speaking of that whole Tales of the Yawning Portal, so another book that came out recently is the Candlekeep Adventures, or Candlekeep Mysteries, that's it. So that one is essentially the same thing, but there's literally a one-shot for each level. I think maybe one of them is doubled up, like maybe at 14 and 14. But
What's it called again?
Ignore me.
What's it called again?
It's Candlekeep Mysteries. It's an official Wizard of the Coast book. And it's literally a one-shot for each level. So it's less work on your end, potentially.
I can purchase individual items? Ew. Gross. Roll 20. Well, let's see here. Roll 20 has it, and oh, it costs the exact amount of money my grandmother gave me for my birthday.
Coincidence? I think so.
Fate works in mysterious ways.
Oh my god.
So $7, got it.
I love the concept that... I love the concept that you're just like locked in a library and they're like, the king will speak to you after you beat 3 of these books. Also, here's some weirdos. Find out which one's cool enough to hang with you guys. Oh my god. Alright, play with my... Okay, I will think about doing this one. In fact, I'm favoriting it. I'm adding it to my wish list and I'm favoriting it. Because depending on how I do this week, I might just want to make a quest so I can make an interesting map. Because
Yeah, and that's why I said proposed it, because that might save you time, but you also might just want to be creative.